Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Audio Roast Podcast. We're in trouble already. So thank you so much for joining us on this fine Sunday afternoon. Hope that everybody's had a great week, and hope everybody's doing well. So we're going to kick things off and start with what we normally start with. So, Josh, you ready? All right, so if you are watching us on Facebook right now, be sure to give the video a like and share. While you're here on the Audio Roast page, give us a like and tag some friends. While you're watching the show tonight, comment along. It's a very interactive thing. We want it to be fun for everybody. So the more that you comment along and are involved with the games and the different segments, the more fun everybody has. So feel free to join us. You can also watch us on YouTube. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You can also get audio-only versions of the show wherever you get podcasts. So Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, iHeart, TuneIn, Alexa, Pandora, all the good stuff. So you can also, we would encourage you to consider becoming a Patreon member. Just go to patreon.com/the Audio Roast Podcast. And there you can find some special bonus content and early access to upcoming shows and events. Your support allows us to keep doing what we're doing here each and every week on the Audio Roast Podcast. Also, don't forget at the end of today's show, there's going to be an awesome playlist available. Just go to Spotify or iTunes and search for the Audio Roast Podcast. And there you'll find songs featured in today's show in different games and segments. So it's a fun companion piece, if you will, for the show today. And again, you can get playlists from past episodes as well. Another way you can find us is just by going to our new website, audioroast.com. There you can find playlists and links to everything that I've just mentioned. So do check it out. We would encourage you to browse around all over the place on audioroast.com. So now then, to recap what we did last week, we had some St. Patrick's Day fun. We did a U2 episode with Ron Blair from Dirty Molly and Daniel Fritz from the Unsung Dreamers and the Unsung Screamers. So fun show last week. We had a lot of fun. So today we've got, though, a little bit of British invasion. The British are coming! The British are coming! Oh, they're already here. Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you have it. So today on the show, we've got Mr. Neil Gomme. He is the owner of London Calling here in Springfield, Missouri. And we've also got Adam Webster, part of Branson's British Invasion show. So if you're a fan of the 60s music, today is the day for you. So let's jump right into things. 7 songs in 7 days. All right, it's that time. So we're going to take 7 songs that you gave us last week. We've given them a listen over the last 7 days, and now it's time to rank them. So coming in at number 7, Julia Leigh Cobb gave us Jackie and Wilson by Hozier. Pretty good song, pretty mellow. I'll be honest, nothing really stood out to me. So it was just kind of melancholy, kind of chill. Nothing wrong with that. In the number 6 position, Tara Fritz gave us Cheap Whiskey by Martina McBride. Martina is a great singer. I was just waiting to hear one of her hits. I know, too, also, Tara said that was the first song that she ever sang. So good stuff. I can definitely understand why it's a special song to you. In the number 5 position, Janet Rose Wagner gave us Borderline by Madonna. Great song. Kind of hard to go wrong with a good pop Madonna song from the 80s there. So in the number 4 position, Chris Schneider hit me up with Anytime by Macaulay Schenker Group. Never heard of them before, but it's good stuff. Very, very 80s heavy metal kind of feel. So good stuff. I enjoyed it. Christy Pressler gave us the number 3 position, The Man That Never Was by Rick Springfield. Really good song. Very catchy. And from here, it got really tough. So I honestly do take 7 days and listen to it. And sometimes I take multiple days to give it a listen. It wasn't until this morning I was like, okay, I've got to make a decision because today's show day. So these flipped back and forth all week. So here's how it ended up shaking out. Kim Garmery gave us what came in at number 2 with Henrietta's, The Fratellis by... No, I said that right. Henrietta is the name of the song. The Fratellis is the name of the band. I really enjoyed it. It was very much like the White Stripes or Jack White kind of band. Just very fun. Good stuff. But in the number 1 position, we got from Elkie Castle Bradford, Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. And I'm getting all the looks. Love it. That's how you know I did it right. So now is the time.
Yeah.
To go ahead and use the hashtag 7 and nominate any song from any genre, any style, or any decade. Just make it a song, and we'll take the next 7 days and give it a listen and give it a rank. just because we can, because it's fun. So we're going to take our first little commercial break, get things set up here, and kick off the show. So stick around. Like I said, be sure to share it to your page, tag some friends. Sharing is caring. That's what we always say here. So stick around, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Hey musicians, do your shows need that extra layer of fun and excitement? Wow your fans with next level production and let Sunset Productions help you up your game. We can create custom and unique sound, lighting, and video packages designed just for you and your budget. Let's work together and give our community the shows they deserve. For more information, contact Jared Isaacs at sunsetproductionsspringfield@gmail.com. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Sunset Productions. Sunset Productions. Don't be a jukebox. Be an experience.
Well, hello there. It's been a day full of technical issues. I tell you, some days are better than others, and today is, it's a doozy of a day. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into everything. Let me see what's in our mugs. We've got some Breakfast in America. I almost sang that wrong song yet again. Let me get Joshua over here on the screen too before we get all this going here. Let's see if I've done the right button. Perhaps. There we go.
Hey there, I am.
Joshua.
Hey.
Well, welcome to the Audio Roast Podcast. You want to tell us a little bit about what we're drinking?
We're drinking Breakfast in America.
All right.
It is a light roast morning brew. It's nutty, sweet citrus, and dark chocolate.
Oh, well, there you have it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And it's really good. That's what I'm drinking. And
what's really funny is last week
favorite.
is, I'll pull the curtain back. So last week is the week, I think, it might have been the week before that I gave you all the notes for all the coffees and stuff.
2 weeks ago.
And what's funny is when you read that, I'm like, oh, you said something. One of the ingredients was like citrus or something. You're like, yeah, I taste lemon. And then you're like, oh, no, that's the wrong card. And then you're like, yeah, no, it says blueberry. Yeah, no, it tastes like blueberry.
It does. Once you know, you know.
Right, exactly. Good stuff. All right, so let's see what we got here. We're
the part of the show where my
this?
mom actively attempts to embarrass me.
Yes, I love it. This is my favorite part of the show. So this is our newest segment called Just Joshing, which features our very own pod boy, Joshua Poole.
I can skip past this, can't I?
No. So in the theme of everything British and I'm just gonna I'll be even more broad than that, just anything European. And so your mom was happy to supply. So let's see what we've got behind door number 1 here, Joshua.
Did
you take a trip to France or?
I don't know. I thought it was cool.
Let me just do this here. There you
no,
go.
We don't need a full screen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's probably about 16, 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the hair in one eye. That's a good look. Very Darlene Connor. I literally just
not even a guy. We're going straight for transgender stuff.
Well, huh? All right. So
okay, so that was me back when I was 17.
Yeah, I dig it. Thank you again for supplying the goods, Mama Poole. I appreciate it. Good stuff. All right, now then, Joshua, let's see what else we got. Let us go to the comments. All right. So in the comment section, we've got some, I asked everybody how their week was and to tell me a little bit about what happened this week for them. Mindy Carter says, hello once again. Hello, Mindy. Thank you so much for joining us. Stephanie said she went shopping and got some new clothes. I love it. It's a perfect time of year to do that as we enter a new season. Out with the old, in with the new. Deborah says, hi, my peoples. Well, hello. Hello. Spent time with the grandkids. That's always a great way to spend your time. I tell you what. Music by some band called Death May Die. Who? Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of them. Barb says she was able to go to the grocery store first time in 6 months. Nice. Yeah. Barb, of course, recovering
was
from.
that her choice or
No, she had surgery of some sort.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Didn't know if they just weren't letting her in.
Stephanie says, I think I've heard of them. There you go. Thank you for the share, Elkie. Deborah says, Death May Die opened for Madman's Diary 2 years ago at the Ballroom. Yes, the St. Louis-based Ozzy Osbourne tribute band. The show kicked butt, and I am glad I could get the boys here. The Madmen will be back October 2nd at the Riff. I'm so excited. I'm very excited. We need to try and get Death May Die and Madman's Diary back on the same bill again. Just saying. Barb says, another great thing this week. Amp Entertainment had a show this past Friday at Shuffle. The James Joyce Duo opened following Tri-County Hair Club and headliner Donnie Ray and the Noise. Very good.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun show. I wish I could have been there. I was here in the studio working away on the show. So Elkie says, hi, Chris. Good to have Chris here with us. All right. Now then, let's get into our hashtag sevens. Chris Schneider says, Dirty Love by Thunder. Good band. Oh, boy. CJ Garmo says, I by Kendrick Lamar. Kim Garmery says Jolene by Dolly Parton. Caitlin Logan says you fucking did it, Jason Mraz. Sure. Deborah Quine says Michael Schenker, dude, the Scorpions guitar player. Yeah, I thought that sounded and looked familiar. I wondered about that, obviously with a name as well. Scorpions, Rock You Like a Hurricane from Elkie. Kim says, love the hat. Well, thanks. There's a plethora of hats going on today.
I think she's talking about mine.
Oh, it must be the beret. Why wasn't it raspberry, by the way? You had one job.
Yeah, no, it's hard to find raspberry berets in Arkansas.
Well, I mean, you might be right. You'd have to try not only a secondhand store, but maybe a third-hand store.
Yeah.
Deborah Klein says, hashtag just joshing. Technical
That's
issue, story of your life. Yes,
thing.
you know us well here at the Audio Roast. Exactly. So we've got a live video with Mona. I'll have to check that out. I can't click the video while I'm doing this, so I'll check that out after the show, Caitlin. Thank you for sending that. Deborah says, hashtag 7, the Dead Daisies, Holy Ground. I don't know what that means. Very Survivor looking. Yes, indeed. Julie Cobb says, Kick by NXS. And Kim says, just put our take and bake, that's supposed to be pasties, from London Calling in the oven. Nice. Very nice. So how many do we have here, Josh? Do we need?
That's all 7.
All 7. That's all she wrote. All right. Let's carry on, my wayward sons and daughters. Now then, it's time to go ahead and meet today's guests. Our first guest, you know him, hopefully by now, as he is the owner of London Calling Gourmet Pasty Company here in Springfield. Give it up at this time for Mr. Neil Gomme. Hello there, Neil. How's it going, sir?
Fantastic, Jared. Great
Good
to be here.
No, thank you so much for making it, and we appreciate having you on the show.
No, it's an absolute pleasure. Looking forward to this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. And our next guest, you might know him from Branson's British Invasion show. Let's go ahead and give it up at this time for the infamous John Lennon impersonator himself, Mr. Adam Webster.
Guys, what's going on?
How's it going, Adam? Thank you so much for
Pretty
being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So glad you were able to make it. So here's the thing, guys. Like, the guts of the show is just going to be playing some fun games, very lighthearted, nothing serious. If you get no answers right, don't worry about it. Josh will just I don't know. Josh will do something. He'll take a cookie away or something. So you got to at least get one answer right. No, I'm kidding. Of course, it doesn't matter if you get all of them or none of them. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into things, guys. Let's break the ice and play our first game. What do you say? First line of the song. All right. Now we've got everybody right here, front and center. Let's tell them about how we play this game. So we are going to show you the first line of a song. We need you to guess the artist and the name of the song. If you need a lifeline, we've got a couple to choose from. You can, I can read you the second line. I can give you the artist initials. We can have you view a live comment, Or if you are really gutsy, you can peek at the producer over here, Mr. Joshua, and
I
see,
do not
see if
guarantee
he's...
I will be any help.
So then, without any further ado, Neil, I've got you started on this one, so we'll give this first one to you. Are you ready, sir?
Okay.
All right, let's see how we go. When you're alone and life is making you lonely.
Oh, I'm going to need a lifeline already.
All right.
Oh, my.
Nothing wrong with that. So would you like me to read the second line? Would you like artist initials? Would you like to see if anybody's got a comment? Or we can go over to Joshua and peek at the producer.
Let's do the second line.
Second line. All right. So when you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown.
That's now I'm thinking that's Downtown is the name of the song.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
All right. Do you know who sings that?
Oh my gosh, I should.
By the way, all these songs are going to be throughout today's show pertaining to the British invasion that happened in the mid 60s. So we'll go off script a little bit here and there, but for the most part, that's where we're at.
And it's Downtown. Am I allowed another lifeline or?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
The initials of the.
All right.
Yeah.
PC.
Is that? Oh, how is it? Clark. Is it Patricia Clark? Petulia Clark. Oh, so close.
Did you say patchouli?
Patchouli.
Patchouli Clark.
Yes,
Patchouli Clark.
she has a distinctive smell to her.
That's the only way I'm going to reference her from now on for the rest of time.
You're welcome. Barb Hensick with the correct answer. All right, should we go with and see if it's
Patchouli Clark.
Patchouli Clark? Yeah, let's check it out. Let's see. All right, Johnny Magnificent says Downtown by Petulia Clark.
Petula.
Clark.
Petula.
Yeah. All right, swing and a miss. That's all right. We'll give him plenty more opportunities.
We'll give him some points for that. He got down.
Yes, he did get 1 point actually. Are you keeping score for us?
Well, I can.
Well, that's all right. I'll let you have it. So we've got Neil with 1 point.
1 point.
Adam with 0.
I'm on the board. I'm on the board.
That's right. That's right. See, so no trophy of shame for you. You're already on the board. We're good. We've officially broken the ice. Let's see here. Christy, no, it is not Live and Let Die.
Live and Let Die.
I mean, it's easy to. I'll be the first to
No,
admit
it's not.
It's easy to mix Axel with Petula Clark.
Well, British Invasion, it would be that would be Paul McCartney. Live
True,
and Let
exactly. Well, see, that's
Die. See,
how
your
I
brain
always.
always goes to Guns N'
Well,
Roses.
it does. It does. All right, let's Adam have a turn here. In that town where I was born.
Right? That'd be Richard Starkey. His Yellow Submarine.
All right, let's see here. Yellow Submarine. The Beatles.
The Beatles.
Right? I've heard of them.
Have you? I don't know. I use pest control, so I've never
They
heard
had
of the Beatles.
some minor impact on music.
Sure. I think they're going places.
Yeah.
Well, they
Sure, really.
Right.
to the grave.
Right?
Golly, you're drinking some
So
dark
what would
roast
it
over there.
Just straight
What
out
would
the
it take
gate,
to reunite
man.
the Beatles?
My goodness.
2 more bullets.
Oh, come on. Now.
Ah.
Come on now. All right. Let's let Neil have another shot here.
Okay.
You say that you love me.
Gosh, that could be a lot of songs.
Yeah.
Okay, I just have a little lifeline for the second line.
All right. You say that you love me all of the time.
I don't think that's a full line.
It's a full line.
I'm trying to sing it.
I'd give you a third line, but I didn't do that much
Is that
research.
from A to Z lyrics that you're getting these?
Right. Yes.
Let's go to the comments.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, Christy says, I was talking about the song that is popular in movies like Shrek. Not sure the title, but Not the Axel song. Don't judge me. Okay, no judgment.
Mhm.
Deborah says the Beatles' Yellow Submarine animated version was on TV when I was a little girl. It was very odd to me then. Yeah, for sure.
I've got all the Beatles figures from the Yellow Submarine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
The 20-year release.
Barb Hensick says Petula Clark's "Downtown" was the first song I remember hearing on the radio. Very
Wow.
nice. All right, so let's go to, excuse me, our comments here. And Kim Garmery says, "Glad all over." So I don't know if she's right or wrong.
Is that the only comment we
That's
got?
as far as that. Yeah. Deborah says, "Can you sing a line?" Nope. Not on that one. I don't know it well enough.
Okay, let's go for the initials then.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I hope you got a pen and paper.
Oh gosh.
TDCF.
No.
I know the band,
Do you?
Yeah.
All right. What's the band?
the Dave Clark Five.
Ooh.
Ah.
Hmm. All
But
right.
I can't remember what their song is.
Well, let's see if Johnny Carson the Magnificent has an answer. The answer is "Glad All Over."
Glad
the
all
Dave
over.
Clark
Yeah.
Five.
should've
All
thought
right.
of the-
Well done, Kim.
Yeah.
We should have been
So
listening to
that
you the
was
whole
like
time.
no
Mhm.
points, huh?
No points. All right. Let's try another one here with Adam. Thrown like a star in my vast sleep.
That's a good one. I can already tell this is going to be one of those that my dad's going to be upset I don't immediately know the answer
Right?
to.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm going to hear about it as soon as we get off the air. He'll send me a text.
Well, if
but,
he's if he's not on Facebook, he should be, and he should be commenting along and helping
he
you out.
should be. I know. Where's he at?
I don't know. Send him an invite.
I'll have to.
Yeah.
No, I will need help with this one.
All right.
Just straight out the gate, because
All
I
right.
have no idea.
Fair enough. Do you want artist initials? Do you want a second line? Do you want to go to a comment, or do you want to peek at the producer?
You know, no one's peeked at the producer yet, and
Oh,
I'm
let's
kind of
see
scared
here.
to do it. But
No clue.
fantastic, fantastic.
All right. Well, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah,
Um,
I told you it might not be any help.
right. Let's try the artist initials. Can I
Sure.
burn through multiple lifelines
Yep.
on one?
Sure can.
Awesome.
D.
Oh, just D.
Ooh, gave you the D.
So wait.
What?
So I'm gonna guess Donovan
Okay.
because that's the only.
Yes.
That's all.
It
I
could
got.
be Dick Clark.
It could be. My first thought was this sounded very much like a David Bowie intro.
Yes.
So, but if there's only one, I'm gonna go with Donovan.
Okay.
But I'll need some help from the comments regarding the title of the actual
All right.
song.
Let's see here. Oops, I missed that. Gabrielle says, "Hi, Adam."
Hi.
And Scott Garmery says, he's got the answer, I believe, with "It's Hurdy Gurdy Man" by Donovan.
Oh.
So, yeah,
sure. Well, there we have it. That's got to be it.
yeah,
I'll
so-
go with that.
Thrown like a star in my vast sleep. The next line is, "I open my eyes to take a peek."
That's got to be it.
It's got to be. Let's see what
Yeah.
Johnny Carson says.
The answer is
The
Hurdy-gurdy man.
Hurdy-gurdy man.
Well, there
Yeah.
it is.
Donovan. Good stuff.
It is.
Deborah says, this is going to be a hard show because, 60s. Everybody was tripping in free love. Most everybody watching wasn't born yet. I was nowhere near born yet. I wasn't born for another 20 years. But this is the music that my parents grew up with, especially my dad. So therefore, I grew up with it. So I'm kind of an old soul anyway. So I, for some reason, know a lot of this. Stephanie says, yep, I'm a 70s kid. I know nothing. Fair enough. All right, let's give Neil one more shot here with our last one. There is a house in New Orleans. I got to try not to sing these sometimes. It's hard.
The House of the Rising Sun. And that is it the Animals?
Let's see here.
the Animals. Yes.
There is
Boom.
a house in New Orleans. Good stuff, man. Good job. All right. Yeah. See, as soon as everybody's like, "Yep, I'm too young for this," here comes like all the answers correct. CJ Garmo says, as a 2010 kid, I will be mostly of no help. Well, you'll be helpful in some of our other games, so stick around.
That's kind of
yeah.
Normally, kids in the 2000s are no help in any form.
Oh, come on now. He was a big help in bringing us the tray of cookies and biscuits.
He was.
So there you go.
Well, thank you.
Shout out to the Garmeries.
But I'm diabetic, so still no help.
Oh, well, there you go. That's why they're on that side of the room.
That was a lovely touch, by the way.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Really
That's
very
I
cool.
take no credit. That's all Kim Garmery.
Yeah, thank you, Kim. That was wonderful.
All right. Yes, Deborah says House of the Rising Sun, The Animals. My dad taught us that song. Good stuff. Very cool. All right. Let's see here, Joshua. What do we got next?
Looks like a commercial.
Time to take a little commercial break. So we're going to get a quick refill, and we'll be back in just a minute. So stick around.
Do you consider yourself a dreamer? Do you enjoy up close and personal deep dive interviews? Check out the Unsung Dreamers podcast, the musical journeys of the not so rich and famous. Join hosts Dan and Tara Fritz every Friday at 8 a.m. on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, and wherever podcasts are available. Or if you're looking for something more interactive, maybe you like to live life a little on the wild side, or maybe you're a screamer like Jared. Check out the Unsung Screamers live on Facebook and YouTube every Thursday evening at 7. Tune in to get your weekly dose of stories, tirades, and blah, blah, blah.
Hey Springfield, Robert and Cheryl Crook here.
And together we are Zen Lens Photo Media.
You've probably seen us around town, but did you know we also do family and children photography?
Don't forget maternity and infant sessions.
As well as senior portraits and weddings.
Please keep us in mind when you need event coverage and videography.
Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, or at www.zenlensphotomedia.com.
Or you can give us a call at 417-818-7067 and book your session today.
All right. So it is now time to get to know one of our guests, Mr. Neil Gomme. Neil, I should have asked you this before we started the show. Am I saying your last name correctly?
Very close. Neil Gomme. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're virtually
All
there.
right.
Yep.
Good enough. So we are somewhere. There we go. There he is, the man of the hour. So, Neil, thank you again for joining us. I know you got a very busy schedule with running a restaurant and all these crazy times and stuff. So, real quick, I just want to ask you a few questions. And we've got one that we always start off with here at the Audio Roast. And it may or may not be applicable to you, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
Okay.
All right. Neil, what is your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart?
Pop-Tart. Let me see. I wasn't expecting that one.
Right. Most people say that, and I'm like, oh, come on. But for you, I'm like, well, maybe you don't even eat Pop-Tarts.
No, I've had the Pop-Tart with, it's white with little sprinkles on the top. That one.
Okay, so probably one that has like a strawberry filling or something like that in it. Yeah, gotcha.
Probably.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So, Neil,
Follow-up question?
Sure, go for it.
Butter? Or no
Oh,
butter?
yeah. Do you butter your Pop-Tart, or do you just eat it, warm it up and eat it, or?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh, for the hard-hitting
Yeah,
questions.
Well, the people want to know.
The people do want to know. That's very true.
And it may be just an American thing that you butter it.
Honestly, I think I've only ever had a Pop-Tart when I went to Florida.
Oh, yeah?
It
It is, let me tell you, an American delicacy.
Yeah, right.
It's just cream of the crop. Oh, man.
They have them in every state, right? You don't have to go to Florida
Yeah,
to have a Pop-Tart.
I mean, that's true. But at the same time, if it gives you a reason to go to Florida,
That's right.
then by all means.
I
Neil
said I went to Florida, I had a Pop-Tart. Didn't see what all the fuss was about.
came right back. Neil, so musically related, do you remember the first album that you bought with your own money?
Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good album.
It's the first concert that I went to as well.
Oh, really?
Over in Milton Keynes, a little place just outside London.
Very cool. Who did you go with to the show?
I went with a couple of mates. If he's watching, Matthew Richards, with him and his sister, and I think it was a couple of friends of his as well.
Nice.
Yeah,
very
absolutely
fun.
Incredible.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, that's a heck of a way to start out going to concerts, right? Yeah, it's Bon Jovi at the peak of their career. That's insane.
Yeah.
I saw them toward the end of their career.
Did you?
Yeah.
I've never seen them.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I went to see Extreme.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Left after like the first couple songs.
Oh boy. So Neil, talk to us a little bit about London Calling. For those that are watching and may not know anything about London Calling, I'll fill my story in first real quick. You obviously you have a few locations and stuff. You do a food truck. The food truck came to my place of work, and that was the first time I had experienced London Calling, and I have been absolutely in love with most everything on the menu. It's everything you guys do is it's can't lose. So tell us a little bit about when you started and what people can expect when they come to London Calling.
Super. Well, we started in 2013, and before that, I met my wife in a summer camp in Portland, Maine, and we got met. Long story short, we got married and moved to England. And her sister came over to visit. And when she visited, she went to Waterloo Station, and when she was in Waterloo Station, she had a pasty for the first time. And a pasty is a handheld pot pie, so golden flaky pastry, and inside different fillings. This one she had was the traditional Cornish one with steak, rutabaga, onion, and potato in it. She had it and absolutely loved it, and phoned me up there and then and said, Neil, if you ever move over to America and want to start a business, I'd love to do this.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
So she is the chef and the creator of all the food and everything. She's a wonderful chef, got a chef background, and I merely bring the accent and the creative ideas. She's absolutely fantastic.
That's awesome,
really
though.
Has, all the background, everything.
So did she have experience like in restaurants and stuff before?
Yeah, she worked in different restaurants, but as a family, their family owned a restaurant in Tulsa.
Okay.
So food has been in their family for years, and just a passion for it. And she's visited virtually every restaurant in Springfield. She's a big foodie.
Yeah.
And has great taste and has done an amazing job with our foods.
Oh, that's brilliant. But I mean, honestly, I could imagine as a creative person and somebody that owns a business that's trying to always come up with new, you do kind of have to open your eyes to see what else is around you and stuff, and take a little bit of this and mix it with a little bit of that and create your own thing. So
that's it. We brought over the traditional British food, all the traditional dishes that you've got, but the world that we're in now, people want choice and different things and different cultures involved. So Kerry has created all these different flavors inside a pasty. It's so versatile, our food, that you can have different flavors and but the crust is where it's at.
I strongly agree. That's like the fillings are great, but the best part is the crust. Indeed, it's magic. And I like too that you guys have certain seasonal things, different like kind of monthly promotions that'll cycle through. What are some of your favorites of those that you guys have come up with over the years?
That's right. One of the most popular ones, well, there's a couple of big ones, but the turkey, cranberry, and stuffing on Thanksgiving is really popular.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and the chicken enchilada pasty, very British.
Right.
But again, like Cinco de Mayo in May, we bring out a chicken enchilada one that's really popular too. And then we make something slightly different, a steak and ale pie, which is steak braised in Guinness with carrots and onions.
Oh wow,
and it has
sounds awesome.
Pie crust on top, and that's another big one.
I think probably, and I've tried all kinds of them. Like it's every time I go there, most places, I'll be honest, when I go out to eat, I don't even have to look at the menu. I got my go-to. But with you guys and your evolving and ever-changing menu with your like monthly specials and stuff, I'll get there and I'm like, I'm gonna have bangers and mash, and then I get there and I see something else, I'm like, oh, it's great. And I've never ever been disappointed. Everything you guys have done has just totally knocked it out of the park. But I think my favorite was the seasonal, and I want to say it's in January that you do the is it the pot pie?
Pot pie.
Yeah. It's I mean, just as hearty as it gets, in my opinion. It's really good stuff.
Have you ever considered doing a cashew chicken pot pie for Springfield?
Because we need more cashew chicken.
Yeah, we love our cashew chicken here.
That's true. It has been put on the table, but it may be in the future.
There you go.
Oh, that is awesome. Make it really gourmet.
Yeah, right.
Deborah Klein says, "Where is Neil from in the UK? My boss is from Brighton."
Wonderful. I'll be interested. I think I may know your boss. If that's the case, I think I know potentially where they're from. I'm from northwest London, a little village called Tring. I moved around in my early days because my dad was in the RAF, so we moved around, but mainly stayed in the northwest of London, about 30 minutes outside the centre, in a village called Tring and Bovingdon. Kind of those little near Watford is probably the biggest town near me. And
so you grew up in that area. When did you? I'm assuming at some point you moved here to America, or
so I've been here for 8 years now.
Okay.
So met my wife in 2005, and she moved to England for 6 years with me over there, and then I came over in 2013.
Gotcha. So you went straight from England to here in America. You didn't.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. Only lived in the UK until I came here. Yep.
Very nice. Very nice. So one of the things that you did, well, I'll pull the curtain back. And when you and I spoke on the phone, you mentioned that you have a bit of a musical past in a way. So tell us about your entrepreneurial stuff.
Yeah. So
you started young.
I did. In terms of entrepreneur, I've always been interested in flipping things or moving things and making money out of anything I could.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually started at school, bringing a soccer ball into school, and then bringing a case of drinks and undercutting the canteen and selling the cans of drinks at lunchtime.
Yeah.
And then I moved on to...
Did they ever catch on, by the way?
No, not to this day.
That's how you know you're doing it right.
I think my brother actually started after, because he's 6 years younger than me. He actually started bringing candy into school and selling candy cheap in a tuck shop. So yeah, it carried on. And then I started because I was into music, loved music of the 90s, because I was, late 70s. I was born in 78.
You weren't born in the mid 60s?
I sadly not, but I did listen to a lot from my family and everything as
same.
well. So
Yep.
yeah. But the 90s were good, and music and everything that was just really good fun. And I was into a little bit of dance as well. So I liked, routines and dance and everything. I started a little disco with a friend of mine, and he was technical. So he did all the mixing and, all the music and everything. And I would get out the front and do the talking. And it was mainly for younger kids, like to do dance routines too. So all the songs that we could find, where the Macarena and
sure, yeah, no, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And as a way to be able to kind of mentor young people and stuff too, huh?
Well, just have fun. It was all about having fun, and my dad ran the youth club in the village, and we would have nights where we would come down to the youth club, and we would put on a show for them for a couple of hours, and then he'd allow me to have the stage and everything for another 2 hours, and we'd invite older kids down to have a party as well. And it was just a lot of fun. And I enjoyed dancing and teaching kids. And
that's so cool. So do you still do any of that? Do you still dance? Do you still do you go to the club and kind of relive old times?
I haven't been to the club for I don't know how many years now.
Oh my gosh.
But if I'm working out in the gym and music comes on, I might do a box, move around to the, with the boxing and everything.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't danced for a long time. It's actually a quick funny story. How I met my wife as well was through a little bit of dance, because I met her at a summer camp and I was coaching tennis. That was my expertise. But I also taught a group of kids a dance routine for a skit at one of these what do they call the miming, where they mimed to the songs.
Oh, a lip sync?
Like lip sync,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, and we taught the kids, so 12, 13-year-old kids, this dance routine. And it was to Backstreet Boys, Larger Than Life.
Nice.
And so she was then my girlfriend then when I met her, saw this dance routine. Thought it was fantastic. So I got my mates to do the same dance routine when we got married.
Oh, wow.
In the dance.
Oh, that's too cool.
As well. So yeah, dancing.
Well, you must have had all the right moves if it got her to say yes.
Yeah, right.
That's awesome.
So,
that's very cool. So I've got some Joshua. I think we've got some pictures here of some stuff that you sent. So tell us a little bit about. Well, that's all right. I'll get it, Josh.
Okay.
There you go.
So this was the discos that we set up. We called ourselves Extreme Discos. So take your disco to the extreme was our strap line.
Nice.
And again, we would travel a fair distance. I think the longest we traveled was an hour away to do a private kids party. And we actually did it on the end of a swimming pool. We were in their little summer house at the end of the swimming pool, and there was only a group of 10 kids in there and doing it. And we've gone to big events where we've had a couple of hundred people, in there and everything as well. And really good fun. Really
That's
enjoyed
awesome.
it. Yeah,
So who did your artwork on this?
So I was at school at the time. I was 17 years old.
Uh-huh.
And one of my friends, he was doing art as as one of his electives. And
Gotcha.
And I said, could you do a sign for us? I want it to say this. And he drew that. You can see it all smudged and everything.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that was it. And we stuck that on, I think, one of our speakers or something at the front. And,
Gotcha. And that was your advertising.
And that was it. And we had little cards made up and everything as well. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love the entrepreneur frame of mind. Like it's brilliant because it never ends.
Yeah.
It just changes.
Yeah. That's
You adapt to something different.
That's it.
And then, so tell us about this. This is actually a pretty cool setup. What year is this?
That was, let me see, probably about 94, 95. 94, 95, around there. And my friend on the left at the top there, Steve, and I'm on the right. And then that's my grandma, actually.
Oh, nice.
Came to see us.
How sweet.
Yeah. And you can see the sign actually on the left-hand side there on the speaker.
Oh, yes, I do. Yeah.
There, yeah.
Very cool.
And little sign. And then we had little strobe lights and everything. Good
Did
fun.
your grandma bust out the Macarena?
Oh, she can move.
Nice, nice. Yeah. So here you go, right here in the comments. Christy says, take notes, kids. That's how you get the lady or man through dance. Exactly. We've got other people with other ideas here. Cracked chicken pot pie. All right. Yeah. Sure. And chicken cordon bleu pasty. I'm hungry now.
Okay, there you go.
Chicken Alfredo. Yeah, there you go. Good ideas. So
the chicken Alfredo, we actually do one like that. So it's called the cheesy chicken and bacon. So Deborah, we got you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Very nice. Good stuff. All right. Well, let's see here. By the way, do you play any instruments?
No, not I. 6 years at
that sounds like a yes, but probably if you had to pick it up, no.
I can play a few tunes on the piano. I
There you
had
go.
lessons for 6 years. And
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool. That's I happen to play several instruments myself. Piano is one of those things. Like I do play keyboards, but when I was younger, my mom was like, "Would you like to take piano lessons?" I'm like, "Nah." And now I'm like, "Why didn't I do it?"
I know. I'm the same. I wish I'd played more.
Yeah. Very cool. All right. Well, let's go ahead and continue on with the fun and play ourselves another game. So for this game, by the way, and I should have probably done this sooner. Let's see if I can throw it up here. There we go. For those of you watching along, use the hashtag teammate because we're going to need 2 teammates for you guys to join in via the old video scope, if you will, here and play the game with us. So we'll wait on our 2 participants here. Again, just use the hashtag teammate so that we can see in the comments who wants to play. Let's see here. Joshua, I think you had a show this past weekend, right? How did that go?
I did. We played at Carrie's and it went really well.
Good.
Really well. Good crowd. Loud.
There's nothing
it
wrong
was
with that.
fun,
It's live
yeah.
music. That's the way it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
Barb says cheesy chicken and bacon. Ding, ding. Oh, that's what Kim's having. Yeah. Cheesy chicken and bacon pasty right now. Good stuff. All right. So, Josh, I tell you what, while we're waiting on people, let's go ahead and show them what we're playing here. Perhaps. There. All right. So this is a little game called Virtual Password. Just waiting on a couple of people, anybody, to play along with us. We just need 2 people. It'll be good stuff. Joshua, do you have any other shows booked?
Yeah, we've got the Hard Rock Casino. in
I
Tulsa
forgot about that. Yeah.
on the 1st.
How excited are you for that?
Very excited.
Let me put you on camera here. So
Very excited.
yeah, I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
Been a while since I played in a casino. and
It's
I
a
haven't-
totally different vibe, isn't it?
yeah, it is, and I haven't played at the Hard Rock yet, but very, very excited. About
Yeah.
playing that.
In Tulsa, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Good
Mhm.
stuff. All right. Kim Hart says hashtag teammate. So we've got one. We need one more. And Kim, let me send you an invite so that you can join us here in the chat. Let's see if this will work. All right.
Josh, what's your band called?
Identity Crisis.
Okay.
Yep. Aaron Gabrielle Powell is our lead singer.
Yeah.
Aaron Wagner.
Oh my gosh. That's
I was
the best thing.
I was thinking Waggo because that's what he goes by, and Travis Wickman as our drummer. So
Oh, that's great.
not Wagger.
I'll never refer to him as anything else
No.
now.
Don't tell him it came from me.
Right.
We drove past the Hard Rock Cafe
Yeah.
this weekend. Went down to, it was a place called the Gathering Place over in Tulsa.
Yeah.
It's a big park. Apparently, they spent $260 million on this park in Tulsa, and it is phenomenal. It's all free to get into, and it's
Really?
For the kids, it's just an immense, like so many fun things for them to do.
Wow.
And everything. And
Is it like a
Free.
playground
Yeah.
park, or is it like an free
No,
amusement type park?
playground park.
Okay.
Yeah, so all kinds of climbing bits and frames, and
Nice.
and there's water, and there's music playing, a really good band playing this weekend that we watched, and it's pretty good in terms of social distancing. It's pretty spread out and everything as well, so that was good.
Nice. How has that been for you, Neil, with having to adapt through 2020 and all the obstacles we've had to endure?
Yeah, we've had to adapt a little bit with we've actually closed down our food truck location on Route 66 at that, because the people shifting with how they take food now is a lot of people eat at home and they're doing delivered at home. So we started a home delivery service. Fortunately, just before kind of in the pandemic, as it started in January, February, we started doing these frozen deliveries. So our food is hot, but you can also buy it frozen to take and bake, as Kim was doing just there on the comments. And so that helped us immensely through the pandemic, because we had to close, but we have a location in the mall, and Route 66 one that we closed. We had to close for 6 weeks, and obviously that's not good for business. Right. So delivering, we were doing 40 to 50 deliveries a day with home deliveries, and that absolutely kept us in the game. So
really glad to hear that.
Oh, the support of the community is fantastic here. We absolutely love the people here.
Yeah.
They've been amazing to us.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Why Springfield?
My wife is from here.
Okay.
Yeah, so she lived in Halfway, Missouri, just north of here, town of 100 people, and then she moved over to London. It was fantastic. Great. She really enjoyed it. It was a real eye opener, and she ended up working for Coca-Cola, so an American company, actually a British company, but obviously originally an American company,
right
over there. And she was driving through the streets of London and all these tiny little country lanes with all these cars everywhere. It was really fun. It was really fun to watch somebody else see it a little vicariously, someone coming from that type of background to London. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
enjoyable to see. Yeah.
Let's see here.
How long did it take her to learn the language?
She's still not got it.
No.
So, yeah, she still speaks that funny American. So.
Right. Yeah. Well, speaking of funny, how? First of all, I know that you have to. I think even at the store, you've got a sign that tells you how to pronounce what you sell.
Yeah.
So on the flip side of that, how do you feel as a Brit when Americans try to do a British accent? Do they do that in front of you, or are they like, oh, I don't have the guts to do that?
Oh no, people do it in front of me. Absolutely.
That's great.
It's
are you like?
And well, I love it. I mean, my dream, why I did this was to create a British experience, right? And to have people come in and do fun, maybe not fun stuff like that, but I was always thinking I want people to go away from America and come into a British space.
Right.
And I had the double-decker bus and the telephone box and the post box. I wanted to create a scene of London. Mm-hmm. So you really felt like you were away from it. And then people would start to speak the accent and try and, always a Mary Poppins kind of Dick Van Dyke. You're
right.
Oh, ladies.
Very over the top.
Over the top, yeah.
Can you do an American accent? And if so, I want to hear it.
I'm horrible. But it's always how y'all doing?
Okay.
Why do they
So-
always go to the southern?
But they
I know.
do, and
They
that's the
do.
thing. And
Yeah.
I'm sure that's the same with the British accent. I'm sure that you perceive us to be like, oh, that's very downtown London, and that's very, that kind of thing. Like, it's funny, but that's true.
It's a
Everybody goes to the
strong-
Cockney accent. When
That's
they,
right.
when they're talking to you, mate.
That's exactly it. And then people that are with him like, don't be rude. They try and stop each other from doing it. You can't do that. It's but it's funny how the Brits don't mind it at all. It's
That's
not,
great.
Never a
Yeah,
problem.
and that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
I have fun doing it, but I'm like, I sure don't want to be offensive either.
Never
But it's
offensive.
all in
Yeah.
fun. So
Yeah,
good stuff.
totally.
Deborah says, Jared, I'm on my third glass of wine. Atta girl. Christy says, just love your story, sir.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
thank you, Chrissy. Lovely.
Did we get another teammate?
We've got Kim that just joined us here, and I'm waiting. So I saw after the fact that Julia Lay Cobb said hashtag teammate, but I sent Christy Pressler a thing because I didn't see that. So I'll send Julia one as well.
I'll take two teammates.
Right. Whoever joins first. Exactly. Yes. All right. By the way, Deborah, what kind of wine are you drinking? Is it some Betancourt wine?
The Benton Vent.
the what'd you call it?
Vent.
The Benton Vinton?
Yeah.
All right.
They're vintners, winemakers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Get them cultured.
Yeah, I'm telling you. That's been like the line I've used all week. I am uncultured swine.
You are. You
I know
American.
nothing. All right. Let's see here. We've got Kim with us. Still waiting on either Julia or Christy. Where's that beautiful waiting music? There we go. See, and it works perfectly every time. So now then, let's go ahead and introduce at this time. We've got Kim Hart joining us. Hello
Hey.
there, Kim.
Hi.
Can you hear us all right?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Uh-oh. Let me
Uh-oh.
make sure it's not anything on my end, because most of the time it is. Josh, can you go to the audio board on the switcher, other iPad? Yep.
Mhm.
And see if channel 5 is unmuted.
No, I know. No,
Should be.
Looks like it.
All right.
Can you hear me?
and it's
This is all weird. There we go. This is what I want. That's what I want. Julia, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Hopefully
She
you can hear
us,
me.
but I can't hear her.
Is your
Uh-oh,
computer
hang
muted?
on.
It is definitely not muted.
Do you know sign language? Bart?
Yeah, this could be interesting. Oh, Kim says we can hear her. Okay, well then that means it's definitely something on our end.
Yeah.
So let me see here. If come on thing.
Are they through a channel here?
That's a good question. So let me
right.
Oh boy. Nice touch. Yes, it's showing
nice
that.
shoes.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Those are
nice.
awesome.
I like that.
Man,
Yeah.
you really outdid us, that's for sure. I thought a bowler hat would suit, but yeah.
Well, I've got one
Well,
of those
everybody's
too.
saying that they can hear, so I'll just go with it. Let's see here.
I heard
Lovely.
a popping.
There we go. Let's try this.
Hello.
Playback. Yeah, see, I can definitely hear them on that.
Can you hear me?
Hearing anything on my feed though.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
hear
I
it
should-
whenever I
they-
unplug the computer. Well then. So there's nothing that would prevent us from hearing this. It shouldn't.
Yeah.
So.
Except for the little gremlins that are running around. today.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. What do you think, Josh? What should we try? It's got to be something super simple.
Yeah. Now they can hear.
Yeah,
hear
they.
the feed.
You guys can hear us, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Can
I
you hear
can.
each other on the
Yep. Yes, I can
Yeah.
hear her.
They can.
Yeah. feed? See, I
Well,
should be able to hear them if they can hear them.
then I will try this the old-fashioned way. I'm going to. We'll try this. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully, it doesn't create an echo, but we'll go this. I'm going to bring my microphone down here and see. All right. I can hear. Can you hear that?
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, there we are.
There we go. All right, we can hear. We'll make it through this. We'll figure out what's going on for the next go round. So we're gonna play some virtual password. Let me get that back up on the screen over here. And for those of you gentlemen here in the studio, you've got an envelope that says password number 1. I'll let you both go ahead and open that and take a look. And if you're familiar with the game password, you've got to give a one-word clue to get your teammate to guess what the word on the paper is. So, without obviously saying the word on the paper, because we've had that happen before as well. They just read it, and I'm like, no. Yes, exactly.
Nashville. I think I was on that.
Yes, you were. Yeah. Yep. So, let's see here. Kim, I'm going to put you with Neil, and Adam, I'm going to put you with Julia. So you guys will have your teammates there. Let's see here. I've got Adam starting us out on this one. So Adam,
Okay.
do you want to use a one-word clue to get Julia to guess what's on your paper?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right.
All right, here goes. Hey-oh.
Can I guess?
Oh,
can't
Freddie
guess.
Mercury?
Not yet.
Is it Freddie Mercury?
It is not Freddie Mercury.
Oh, no.
Sorry. Swing and a miss. Don't forget these are one word. So.
It's one word.
All right, Neil, do you want to give it a go?
Yep.
All right.
Royalty.
Royalty.
Queen.
Queen, we've got a right answer.
Woo-woo.
Well done, Kim. Good job.
Good stuff. All right. Now then, so ladies, I've got, I like how this worked out to be guys and gals. So over on the side over here, you'll see something that says private chat. Oops. Let me hit that so that we don't see that here in the studio. And I'm going to give you the first password. So over in the private chat, you'll be able to see that. And it'll only be the 3 of us that can see that. Christy, that was a good guess. She said Wembley.
Ah.
All right. So Julia, do you have the word yet?
Yeah, I think so. So am I going?
Yep.
Okay. Yard.
Is that me?
Yard for Adam, yes.
Is that birds? Like the yard birds?
Oh.
Ah.
Incorrect. Oh. It's right in front of me. I'm like, where's my answer cards? We're literally right in front of me. All right. Kim, do you want to get Neil to see if he can get the word?
Can you show the word again? It shows blank for me. It's just a
Yes.
white box.
No. So here on the program that you're in, on the side of your screen, it'll say private chat.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Hey, that's all right. I'm glad it's not just me that's over here struggling. It's not easy. Oh, row. She'll be back. Hopefully. Deborah Klein says, "Hello, ladies."
Hello, Deborah.
Let's see here. Christy guessed croquet, and Cindy guessed Scotland. No, incorrect. We're one woman down. Another one has bit the dust.
Oh, no.
I think you're mixing genres there, buddy.
Hey, that's all right. I'm allowed to do that. Let's see here. Hopefully Kim comes back and joins us. Otherwise, this is going to be really awkward. Elke says, it's tough when it's on a cell phone. Yeah, I bet so. Easy for me to say as I'm surrounded by like 4 computers. All right. Well,
I can tell Neil how happy I am whenever he has Iron Brew.
Iron Brew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm a
She
big
likes
fan.
Iron Brew.
I'm It's a tough one to get hold of at a good price. Sadly, they've in Scotland or in the UK actually they've started a sugar tax, and so any product that has sugar in it, they're charging more for to pay tax on. So the prices have all gone up, and shipping stuff that's heavy as well as proved to be very expensive. So, but I'm trying. I got one case in on I think a Saturday or two ago, and it literally went within a day.
Wow.
So it's a popular one, but I will try and get more. I promise.
Yeah, well, and I live up here in KC, so it makes it even harder for me to get to it. Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Kansas City. So is there a place I want to say at
Brown's Irish Market is where I occasionally have luck. That's where I'm able to get HP sauce and some other stuff like that. And so, I always try to check it there. And sometimes I'm lucky and sometimes I'm not. And then I'm also always on the lookout for Jammy Dodgers too.
Jammy, we do have them. They are a popular one.
When I was in Springfield last year, I got my pack of Jammy Dodgers.
You got them there? Brilliant.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
There's a St. Charles as well. St. Charles, there's a place in place there that does British food as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just a trip down I-70. I can do it.
Yep.
Let's see here. Oh, so I don't know where Kim went, but we've got Christy Pressler has tagged in, if you will. You like that, Julia? She's tagged in. So let's have Christy join. So Adam, your new partner is Christy. And the previous clue was yard. So let me fill Christy in here behind the scenes on what the word is, because I don't know if she can go back and reread the private chat. So let me so Christy, on the side of the screen there, you'll see where it says private chat, and that'll be where you can find the word.
Gotcha.
All right. Cindy says Jared said no. So Jared said no. So who know what? We haven't heard yet. I don't know what that even means. Are you speaking English?
Are you having a stroke?
So okay, let's see here. Kim says sorry on my phone and lost connection. That's all right, Kim. We'll have you join us back on the next time that we play this. You deserve a second chance. No harm, no foul. All right, so Christy, can you get us to guess what the word is?
Try and think of a good one.
Yeah, it better be good.
I know. I'm thinking of a good one. I'm not the best partner.
That's all right.
Measurement.
I think that's a great word. So we had yard, and now we have measurement. So that's yes, that's for Adam.
Let's try metric.
Ooh. Nope.
No. Still no.
Close.
Still no. All right, Julia, back over to you to get Neil to guess.
Okay. All right. Feet.
Feet.
Ruler.
Oh no, man, this is close. You guys are right in the right area. Christy, back over to you to see if Adam can guess.
Try to think of a one word. I wanted to.
Brilliant. I love it.
That's my cat, Ramon. There he is. I named him after the punk rock group, the Ramones. So there he is.
Nice.
That's awesome. Oh.
Now he wants the box.
I'm gonna say track meet, because that's technically one word.
It's technically not, but we'll let it go.
Man, I don't know what it'd have to do with track meet, but the only other thing that I can put together with that is
keep in mind today's theme,
like a yardstick.
Mm.
And I'm not so good at the password game.
Fair. All right. So let's try one more round here. So Julia, let's see one more time if you can get Neil to guess the password.
I'm trying to think of another word. Oh boy, this is tough.
I like Cindy Lucas.
Let me try. I'm kind of stuck. I want to use a portion of a word.
I know. Yeah.
Because that might actually do it. I mean, it's not a whole word, so I'm gonna do it. Senta.
Okay. Senta.
That's acceptable.
Yeah,
actually.
that is acceptable.
Okay.
Since you didn't say the second half.
No, I didn't.
You just gave it
So,
away.
Hey!
Yay! Ding, ding, ding.
Woo! Well done.
Meter was the word.
Ta-da.
Good stuff. All right. Gentlemen, you've got a second envelope there that you can go ahead and open.
Okay.
And Adam, we'll start with you on this go round.
Password.
The password is, I don't know.
Oh.
Oh. This is a one-word response, huh?
This is.
Okay. Rocks.
Rocks.
So this is for Christy.
I really needed 2 or 3 words.
I know, right? Yeah.
So many things could be with rocks. So I'm just like,
Think British or United Kingdom. Again,
Well, I'm
I'm going to
trying
flip a
here.
coin, so I don't know what part it's in.
England.
There you go.
I'm gonna say with this guy. I'm just gonna say royalty.
Royalty
Royal
is
Rocks.
incorrect. So far the comment of the night is going to Deborah Klein. It's a yardstick as she screams in her Sam Kennison voice. Let's see here. People are loving the photobomb, by the way. All right. So Neil, let's see if you can get Julia to guess here.
Circle.
Ooh, well done.
Oh, Stonehenge.
Hey, there we go. With a correct answer. All right. Let me as I make another mess here on my table. Julia, what are you drinking, by the way?
I am drinking O'Fallon Dad's Original Oatmeal Stout. Tastes like a cookie.
It's not Iron Brew.
No, it is not. That's how hard it is to find. I actually have an empty bottle of Iron Brew that I just kind of set on my shelf waiting for more Iron Brew to come along. And I was going to say, I bet that they probably charge like 3 times the tax on it because it has so much sugar in it.
Yeah, sadly. Yeah.
Ridiculous amount of sugar.
That's why it tastes so good.
Yeah, right. Tastes like money. Tastes like taxes. All right. So ladies, you've got your private chat there with your new word. So let's start this time with who did I start with last time on the guests?
You start with me last time.
Okay.
So it'll be
So
Julia's
Julia,
turn.
we'll let you. Thank you for that. Julia,
Okay.
we'll let you see if Neil can guess this one then.
Okay. Cardiff.
I said that again. I couldn't
Oh,
hear.
sorry.
Cardiff.
Okay. Doctor Who.
I wish that was the answer.
I know, right? Nope. Christy, you want to try and see if Neil can get, or if Adam can get it?
Frails.
What was that?
I'm not sure.
Say that again.
One more
I
time.
said frails.
I mean, we all understand I'm not really from England.
Frails.
Neil's the real thing. I'm just a put on.
Perfect timing. Good stuff.
Yeah, I have no idea, but if I'm just gonna rip off of Neil's answer, I'm gonna say TARDIS because that's the only thing I know of from Doctor Who. So
there you go. Incorrect.
Okay, that's fair.
But I'm like you. I'm like, I don't know. All right.
Was Christy? Was it? What was your clue?
I said frails.
Frails. Okay.
All right. Julia, do you have a new clue for Neil to try and guess this word?
Okay. Prince.
Prince.
William.
Ooh. Swing and a miss. All right, back over to Christy for one more round here on this word. What was it?
Title.
Royalty.
Incorrect.
Oh, all right.
Incorrect. All right. So let's see here. How many? What did I? Okay, that's the right one. So let's go ahead and let Joshua reveal the answer. The answer was Wales.
Okay.
I was gonna say orca.
There you go. Yeah. Except for there's no H. Hold the H.
Synonyms are acceptable.
That's true. That's true. As long as it's one word, it's acceptable. All right, gentlemen, we've got one more right in front of you. That's password number 3, I believe.
Oh, password 3.
Yep.
Number 3.
Or as they say in England, 3. Is it a good one?
Yes.
Oh, I know what this one is. And my initial response to this was like, no one's gonna get this except maybe one of our, and she's on. So
Julia. Okay.
Oh God, the pressure.
Let's see here. I've got Neil starting us on this one. So Neil, let's see if you can get Julia to guess this.
Okay, sterling.
Oh, I'm stuck. Sterling. Silver. That's all I can think of right now.
Cigar.
Dang it.
Barb asks, what are frails? I don't know. Anybody? Neil?
I'm not
she
sure
was trying to go with a rhyme.
Right, yeah. I think it sounds like Wales.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm calling you Daniel Prince, okay? That's what I get.
Whatever the clue is, just say it in a British accent. They'll get it like that. All right. So let's see here. Adam, see if you can get Christy to guess what the password is.
So because I'm American, I'm going to go for the long shot and say cake.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Right?
So we got sterling and cake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, makes total sense.
Sure it does.
So with sterling, I was thinking of knight, but now with cake, I'm just like, there's too many good desserts that come from the British area. So I'm like, Britain area. So I'm like, dessert. I'll just say that.
All right. Incorrect. All right. Let's try it one more time. Neil?
Money.
Pound?
Hey! Very well done. Good job.
I was looking at the wrong one.
Oh, that's what you get.
Yeah.
Okay, so here comes the one that Josh thought it was, and this is going to be for the female.
Yeah, this is the
guest
one that.
participants.
Yeah, this is the one that no one's gonna get except maybe Christy.
I think you're dead wrong.
I don't know.
Watch, this will be done in record time.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for the faith, but I doubt I'll
Yeah,
get
girls,
it.
don't leave me hanging, please. I already feel like I'm sinking. All right, so let's see here. Good job, by the way. Kim Garmery was the first one with the correct answer. Scott Henry got it second, and Barb got it third. Good job, guys. Well done. Scott Henry says, when in England, you need to mind the gap. Absolutely so. And that's what I forgot. So I have a friend of mine that I worked at a salon with, and the guy she was seeing at the time was in the Olympics as a swimmer from here in Springfield. And he actually is from Tanzania, and that's who he represented. But they went over there and during the Olympics, and that's what she brought back because she's like, it's everywhere, mind the gap. And so I actually have a bottle opener that says mind the gap, and it's a phone booth. It's really cool. So, all right. Let's see here. Let's have Christy start this one and see if she can get Adam to guess what this password is.
I demand a lifeline.
Gotcha. I see you. So try. I'll send you a couple here.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Big guy.
Yep.
Narrator.
Narrator was her clue.
Michael Caine. Because how great would that be?
Right, for real. Oh God, Scott, I'm not reading that out loud.
That Scoundrels, Michael Caine, not Jaws 3, Michael Caine.
So who's Christy playing with?
Christy is playing with Neil.
Okay. Didn't she just give a clue to Adam?
I'm sorry. Yes, I said that backwards. Christy is playing with Adam.
Okay.
Julie is playing with Neil.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm lost on this thing.
All right. So you gave a hint of narrator, and Adam said
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Incorrect. All right. So Julia, over to you and Neil.
Okay. Richard.
Richard.
All right. And Richard. Richard. I don't think I've even got a guess on this one.
Okay.
I'll pass on this one.
All right. So we've got to pass. By the way, Scott says, you need to try the spotted dick over there, Jared. It's not what you think. It's a dessert. Oh, boy. All right. Let's see here. Christy?
You guys are breaking up on me. I didn't hear the last response.
Richard was the last clue, and Neil didn't have a guess. He passed. So back over to you to see if Adam can guess on this last round of it.
Let me.
Oh no.
All right.
So this show is going exactly how I planned. Hey, there we go. She's back. Well done. All right. Yeah, there she is.
She's a witch. She is. She turned me into a new.
I got better.
Oh. Well, I got better.
All right, what do you got, Christy?
Build a bridge out of her.
If anyone doesn't understand, Monty Python, way to go. Earth.
Earth is your clue.
Good clue.
Thank you.
Man,
I gave it to her.
Did you?
He did.
You got it.
Yeah, I got it.
And sadly, I have absolutely no guess at all. I'm so bad at the password game.
Well, Americans really don't know these guys very well.
Right.
You have to watch a lot of British television.
This is my
to get
third time doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you still
And I
aren't
have
getting
not got
people to
it.
guess on the
Was
first
it
go
getting
round.
any easier?
Yeah, man, I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to pass.
We've got to pass. All right. And Julia, let's just see if you can get Neil to guess it. If you have one more clue. I think he knows it.
Okay. David.
That was going to be my.
Yeah. Mr. Attenborough.
Yes!
And that is, of course, correct.
Fantastic. Yeah. Incredible.
Yes, indeed.
Directed one of my favorite movies of all time, Shadowlands, the life of the story of C.S. Lewis.
Very nice. Well, I want to be on record and say this. Joshua took a while, but hey, we got there.
They
got
did.
it. They got it.
Yeah, but the American would have never guessed that. I don't know who the Attenboroughs
I mean,
are,
if you've ever turned on the
cinephile.
TV and need something soothing to go to sleep to, any David Attenborough narrated geography, planet Earth kind of thing would be a great thing to go to.
And of course,
gentlemen, I think we've got one more envelope with a password in it.
Okay.
I was going to say, I thought of the guy from
Adam,
Jurassic
we're going to see
Park.
if you can get Christy to guess this.
All right. Princess.
Diana.
Princess. Oh, Diana. We got it. First time.
By 1 point.
Well done.
Solid
Very
point.
well done.
Very proud of
All
that.
right. So
I wasn't keeping score.
Barb says Shadowlands is awesome.
I mean, that's like my 20th point.
Deborah says, hi, Greg, you fuzzy man peach. That must be Greg Fraser. I'm assuming. Let me hide this here, and I will give you girls your last clue.
Redemption
Or
time.
your last password.
Jeez, how long is this game?
What's that? This is the last one. What's that, Christy?
I was just saying redemption time.
That's right. Redemption indeed. All right. So let's see here. Julia, let's have you start this one and see if you can get Neil to guess the final password.
All right. Buckingham.
I'm going to say Palace.
Swing and a miss. What? All right, Christy.
That's
medieval.
Buckingham.
What was it?
Medieval.
Medieval.
Neil's gonna hit me for this, but is it knights?
Oh no, it is not knights. Good guess. Kim Grummery in the comments, you have got the correct answer. Christy, back over to you.
No, I argued it would be Julia's turn.
Julia.
Yes, that's correct. Julia, let's see if you can get Neil to guess this.
Edinburgh.
Castle.
Nice.
Yes.
Well done. Very well done. All right. And that is that's how we play Virtual Password. All right. Thank you, ladies, very much for joining us again. We appreciate your help and answering the call, if you will. So thank you very much. And hopefully you guys will stick around and enjoy the rest of the show.
Of course.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, ladies.
All right. So let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. I need to get a refill on my coffee here. And I'm going to go over there and visit the biscuit tray. So let's take a...
steady.
Yeah, why do you guys call them biscuits instead of cookies?
Oh, here we
And
go.
what's the difference between a biscuit and a cookie over there?
Biscuit is a correct term for
Okay.
what this is.
For starters.
Why you called it a cookie, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
But they do have cookies over there, but there's a different delineation, right?
Cookies. Yeah. Yes, it would just be those small with the chocolate chips in it.
Right.
Maybe the small ones would be called cookies, but
Okay.
most of it we would call most of them bickies.
Okay.
Yeah, biscuits.
Fair enough. All right. Well, Joshua Poole with the hard-hitting question.
Yeah, everything I wanted to know.
Here's the real answer. They are correct because we get our language from them. So
Not necessarily. It diverged.
I mean, we came from there.
Yeah,
It may be the Cookie Monster that may have.
Oh, so do you have a biscuit monster like on Sesame Street? I have no idea. All
But
right.
he speaks very proper.
Very.
He like cookies.
Julia says, I lost it somewhere. Julia says, Jared, nice hat, bro. Thank you. And Kim says, my husband is laughing about Neil saying biscuits is correct. Well, you heard it here first. It's officially official.
He would know.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. All right. Let's take a quick break and we'll be back in just a minute. So stick around.
I have just one question. Have you thought about being a guest on the show? We are currently seeking music lovers of all kinds to join in on our fun. If you're interested in being a guest, or if you just have questions, comments, or suggestions, you can message us on Facebook or email us at theaudioroastpodcast@gmail.com. You can also submit any topics you'd like to hear discussed.
All right, we are back. Somewhere around here. There we go. So I had. Now I lost it. My dog ran off. Where'd it go? I had to try one of these, but had to go across the room to get it. So let's see here what we've got on the docket next. So we're gonna play another game. Let's see if I can get everybody else back in on this. And there we go. All right, so gentlemen, we're going to play a bit of a game. This one's not so much a game as it is just a fun little segment that we do here every week on the show. This is a game called Covering Covers. All right, so Christy says, I may not be a good password partner, but you can count on me for the comedy. Well, I love that. I love that. All right, so gentlemen, the way that this game works is we've got several videos of cover bands covering some famous songs that came from the British invasion era. And if you've ever watched Press Your Luck, where it's like no whammy, stop, it's the same kind of thing. So it'll be a random randomizer, I guess. And so whenever you feel good about it, you just tell us to stop, and that'll queue up a video for us to review. And we'll either give it a toast or give it a roast if it's needed. You know, and all tongue in cheek, just having fun. So let's see here. I've got Neil starting us on this one. So Neil, whenever you're ready, we'll start the wheel, and you just tell us to stop whenever you feel good about it.
So.
All right, so this is Time of the Season, as it done originally by the Zombies, but this is Rainville Road. Let's see here at some of our stats for this. This video was uploaded January of 2018. It has 1.6 thousand views and 77 subscribers. 29 people gave it a thumbs up. 4 people gave it a thumbs down. Just based on those numbers and just kind of your gut feeling, Neil, do you think that we're going to roast this or toast this video that we're about to watch?
I'm going to say we're going to... So 1.6 thousand views. I'm going to say going to roast it.
All right. So roast. I love it. I love that we're starting out that way. All right. So let's go ahead and check out this first video.
It's the time of the season when lovers die. And this time, give it to me easy.
Are they on the moon?
And
I think so.
Let me try with pleasure dance. Take you in the sun to promised land. Show you everyone. It's the time of the season for loving. What's your name?
Hey, Josh.
What's your name?
Who's your daddy?
Randy Poole.
Is he rich like me?
He's doing well for himself.
Has he taken any time to show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly. Tell me what you really want to know. It's the time of the season for loving.
Very good.
All right. All right. So, Neil, on a scale from 1 to 5, what would you rate that?
With 5 being
5 being the best, and you can go as low as a 0.5, or you can even do a straight up roast where we
No, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
I like
I would
that.
agree.
I'd just say that 4.
All right. 4 cups from Neil.
Yep.
And Adam, what do you think? What were your thoughts on that video?
I'd give it 4.
Yeah.
I'd be up for that.
Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty solid performance.
Anybody playing acoustic tunes on Mars is already going to earn bonus points,
Right.
anyways. So
Yes. You're getting outer space points.
Yeah.
Let's go over here to the comments. And
I have a feeling that our viewers aren't going to be as forgiving as these guys.
well, let's see here.
All right.
By the way, Christy says, Julia, you did awesome. And she says, heck yeah, I almost spit out my beer laughing. All right. Elke says toast times 4. Stephanie also gave it 4 cups. Christy says 4, although the guy on the right was reading something and it was distracting. Jules didn't care for it so much. She said it was roast. Kim gave it 3. Steven gave it 3. And CJ says toast times 5. All right. Very well done.
Really?
Right? Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
our little biscuit deliverer liked it a lot. He loved it. So here's to you. Neil, I'm sorry. Adam, we'll let you have a spin at the wheel. Are you ready?
Yeah, let her rip.
We both hit the same button. So there we chose for you.
There it is. Why do I feel like this isn't
totally
coincidence? What?
All right. All right.
No, these aren't pre-planned. Come on.
Who would do such a thing?
It's a random wheel. What are you
Of
talking
course,
about?
sure.
I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles Revival. That's originally done by the Beatles. Or as they were first introduced on the Ed Sullivan Show. Anybody?
The Buggles?
The Beagles.
Beagles.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's check out some numbers. I'm not going to touch any buttons. This was uploaded September of 2008. Holy smokes. It's got 3.2 million views, and they've got 5,000 subscribers. 17,000 people gave it a thumbs up, and almost 900 gave it a thumbs down. So, Adam, do you think that we will roast or toast this performance based on all that?
We're going to err towards the side of toasting.
All right, so let's predict a toast, and go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage.
I want to hold your hand. Oh yeah, I tell you something. I think you'll understand when I say that something. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand.
I heard their original bass player died in a car accident, and they secretly replaced him.
Say to me,
You're a mess.
you let me be your man. And please say to me, you let me hold your hand. Now let me hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. And when I touch you, I feel happy inside. It's such a feeling that my love I can hide, I can hide, I can hide. Yeah, you got that something. I think you'll understand when I say that something. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand.
Very nice. All right. So, Adam, what did you think of that?
It had to be predetermined because, first of all, I don't know if you can see, but I'm wearing the "I want to hold your hand" T-shirt.
Well, I mean, so you're saying by predetermined that you messaged and told me, guess what I'm going to wear today, Jared?
I did. I did.
And I was like, perfect. I'll find a video that's suitable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
In that sense, it is very pre-planned.
Sure. Totally.
Okay. So what did you think of that?
Their sound is pretty unreal, right? Like those harmonies are dead on. I will say John Lennon was playing a full scale guitar in that video. The real John only played a 3/4 scale tiny size guitar. It wasn't a real Vox Python Strat, but by golly, let's give them all 5 coffee cups.
All
Man,
right.
that is one of the harder Beatles songs to cut. Everybody knows that one.
Right.
and it's very hard to do. Beatle critics are tough, man. It's hard to impress people.
It really,
Beatles
you're
music,
you're
but,
spot on with that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're excellent. I've seen a lot of their videos. I love those guys.
Very good.
5 cups.
Neil, what did you think?
Excellent. Really enjoyed that. Yeah.
Good
I
stuff.
think it was spot on.
Good stuff. All right. Let's see here. We've got Elkie giving it 5 cups. Jules with 5 cups. Christy says, dang, 5 cups. The guy even doing Paul's head tilting. Very good. Yeah, nice touch there. Good.
And the John little leg tapping thing that he does.
Yep. Stephanie says toast, 3 cups. CJ Carmo says 4.3. They got the looks down pat, and it's very faithful. Whatever that means. Kim says
I get it.
Okay, there you go. Kim says 5 cups. Barb 5 cups. Jules 5 cups. All right, we all dig it. Let's let Neil have another spin at the wheel here.
Okay. And stop.
Ooh, Love Potion number 9 is done by the Searchers. This is done by the Golden Airs. This was uploaded February of 2019. 218 views, 20 subscribers, 5 thumbs up, 0 thumbs down.
So
this
out of the 5 people that have
signals.
seen,
this is some mixed signals, if I've ever seen. So Neil, what do you think, man? Are we going to roast it or toast it?
I'm going to say those 5 likes are possibly family members. I'm going to say that we're probably going to roast this.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see if you're right.
I took my troubles down to Baton Rouge. You know that gypsy with the gold cap tooth. Well, she's got a place down in 34th and Vine. Sending little bottles of Love Potion number 9.
It's a different spin.
Yeah.
I told her that I was a flop with chicks. I've been this way since 1956. Well, she read my poem and she gave the magic sign. Said I need a bottle of Love Potion number 9. She bent down and turned around and gave me a wink. She said, I'm gonna mix it up right here in the sink. It smelled like turpentine, looked like Indian ink. I held my nose, I closed my eyes. I took a drink.
is that the guy from Bones?
I don't know, but
Lawrence or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Everything inside. But when I kissed a cop down in 34th and Vine, he broke my little bottle of Love Potion number 9.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed that.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. So I just noticed in the comments, Mike says Charles Manson would be happy with them, and then he said my comment referred to the previous tribute band, not these bozos. Fair enough. Kim says she likes the hair. All right. So Neil, what did you think of that?
Actually, you know what? I quite enjoyed that. That wasn't too bad at all. Better than I was expecting at the start,
right.
for sure. But
Yeah. So their family that gave it the 5 thumbs up.
Well, it may have been the band that gave themselves 5 thumbs up. I mean, there were 4 of them in there, right?
Yeah.
There you go. So where would they rate with you, Neil?
Do you know what? I'd say 4.5. I was
4.5.
up there. I would listen to that again.
Yeah, I like that they put their own spin on it and kind of updated it. Yeah. Neil, sorry, Adam, what did you think?
I'd give him the same rating. I really enjoyed it. I'd listen to other things from him.
Yeah, I did. I would too. And I would be interested to hear if they still keep it in that kind of rockabilly, or if they just do that for that song and try something else on something different. So I'm definitely intrigued. I agree. Let's see here. Christy says 2.5. I would love to see them sing something else. Yeah, exactly. And which to me is a sign of doing something right whenever you want more from them. So Stephanie says 5 cups. CJ says 3. The production value is pretty nice, but a bit uninspired. Just kind of meh. Fair enough.
But you wouldn't walk out on them if they were playing it.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. All right, let's let Adam have another spin at the unpredictable wheel.
Okay, stop.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Paint It Black by Buff Corell,
my
as
goodness.
originally done by the Rolling Stones.
Friends of the show know what to expect on this one. Yeah.
Uploaded November of 2019. 12,000 views, 376,000 subscribers. The folks over on YouTube gave them 879 thumbs up and 5 thumbs down. That must have been the 5 people from the previous video given.
Right.
No, like ours instead. Yeah, there you go. Christy says, Buff. Oh, snap, it's on. All right. So let's see here. Do you think you're going to give it a roast or a toast?
We got to toast him, right?
There you go.
Got to.
I dig it. I dig it. Let's roll that beautiful Buff footage.
I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see the girls I buy dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head into my darkest ghost.
He needs some more lotion. Do you see that on his dresser?
I was going to ask. I have so many questions.
Yeah, right.
With flowers in my love both never to come back. I see people take their hands and quickly look away. Like a newborn baby, it just
Phrasing.
happens every day.
Tell me he's selling those posters somehow.
I hope.
I hope so.
I'm glad that you noticed the picture of himself in his own bedroom.
In the same wardrobe, no less.
Maybe I'll fade away and I have to face.
He's doing the Running Man. He's doing the Running Man.
Right?
It's not easy facing up when your whole world is black. No more will my green tea go turn a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to you.
I mean, that footwork.
Right?
Neil, would you give that young man some dance lessons if he signed up for him?
Oh, you know what? He's not bad at dancing.
Right.
I mean, give him that.
I'm glad you specified. Look at the comments blowing up every time Buff comes on. So before I go to the comments, Neil, what do you think?
I'd like, what we said about the last song about maybe singing a different song. It felt like that, the two he was maybe dancing to a different song that he was singing to. Maybe.
True.
No, he dances that way for every song.
Is he? Okay. I'm gonna say a 1.
There you go.
Maybe a half. I don't know.
Okay, we'll
half. Let me go half, please.
Half a cup for Buff from Neil and Adam
For the energy.
Let's hear it.
I'll give him the whole cup for the sheer enthusiasm.
There you go.
For the material.
Yeah, that's fair. He's got to be inspiring somebody with that many views on
Oh,
his YouTube page. So
Sure.
What?
I got a comment.
Oh, let's do here.
I think he's at least as good as Mick Jagger.
Oh, wow.
I'm not a fan of Mick Jagger.
Wow. He does have moves like Mick Jagger.
Well, he wasn't doing the naughty school teacher. No.
No. Christy says, beautiful Buff footage indeed. Mike says, kill it with fire, please. CJ says, 5, Buff changed my life. Absolutely phenomenal. Good stuff. Christy says, I still need his workout routine.
Yeah.
He's over there sweating to the oldies, baby.
I think just when he starts singing, that just comes out of him naturally.
Right. Yeah. Jules says, toast. Times 6. Oh, a roast times 6. Thumbs down. Mike says, I'm on my way with my flamethrower. Most painful of one of Buff's so far. Yeah, I would agree. This is probably his weakest one, which makes it great. Robert says, clearly I tuned in at the wrong time on the wrong song. Nope, that's pretty much how the show's been going, man.
Perfect.
All right. Let's see here. Do we have another one?
Let's
Perhaps. Yeah. So, Adam.
Stop.
Do Wah Diddy, as done by Manfred Man. This is Master TC and the Visitors. This was uploaded just back in September of 2020. They've got wow, this is the first time. 303 I'll read it right yet. 381 views and 381 subscribers. So from a numbers standpoint, everybody that's watched this has subscribed to the channel.
That says 18, something. I don't know really what it says, but it says something.
There's something to it. I don't know. I'm very intrigued by that. I've never seen an even number like that. We've got 18 thumbs up and 3 thumbs down. So what do we think, gentlemen? Are we going to roast it or toast it?
let's lean towards toasting.
All right, both of you guys think it's going to be toast, so let's check it out. It's a very road trip car kind of jam.
There she was, just walking down the street, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do, snapping her fingers and shuffling her feet, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. She looked good, she looked fine, she looked good, and I nearly lost my mind. Before I knew it, she was walking next to me, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do, holding my hand just as natural as can be, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. We walked on to my door, we walked on to my door, then we kissed a little more. Whoa, I knew we were falling in love. Yes, I did, and so I told her all the things I've been dreaming of. Now we're together nearly every single day, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. We're so happy, and that's how we're gonna stay, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. I'm hurt, she's mine.
Mike says, who's driving? I think she is.
She's mine, wedding bells are gonna shine.
That was a little disconcerting. being an American and you see somebody playing a tambourine that's supposed to be driving. All right, so what do we think on that last one there, guys? Neil?
For me, it sounded like a bad camp song. Like when you're singing around the campfire, like
true,
playing along. That wasn't my favorite.
Not your favorite, huh?
Ruined a good song. Yeah.
Well, don't hold back. Why don't you tell us how you really feel? So if you were to rate it, what would you rate it?
I can't give it a 0.5 because your man Buff was no, he was. So I give it a 1. One cup.
Okay,
1 cup.
So just a little more than in the tank than Buff.
Yeah, I think so.
Fair enough. And Adam, what do you think?
So I'm gonna get married this fall, right?
Okay.
And
congrats, by the way.
I thank you very much. And if that's not what the van looks like that's taking us to the venue, I'm not getting in. So whoever I need to talk to about that, if you're listening, we need to make these arrangements now. 3 cups for the concept.
Nice. Yeah. 3 cups for the concept. I'll agree with that. I'll tell you, it made me want to take a road trip. So yeah. I mean, I can't be mad at that.
With a top hat.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And a tambourine.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oops, I hit the wrong one. CJ says, dude, I love what they did with this. So much enthusiasm makes me want to go outside, but not really. 4.7 cups. You and your decimal system. Jules didn't dig it. She said a roast times 5. Yeah, I think you've got the roast and toast backwards. So she's given a thumbs up. So I think she liked it a lot. Is what I'm going to go with. Christy says, 5 cups. Do Wah Diddy has a place in my heart as it's the first song I remembered as a kid. Love it. Nice. 2 cups from Kim Garmery. 3 cups from Stephanie Norton. 2, no smoke rolling out of the van. And Barb says, great concept and look, but didn't sound the best to my ears. 3.5 cups. Nice. Well done. All right. We've got another commercial break that we're going to do, and we're going to come back and get to know Mr. Adam Webster. So stick around. Hey, wrestling fans. Check out Recliner Wrestling Review. Be sure to check out the YouTube page and subscribe to the channel. And join your hosts, John and Jared, as they talk all things professional wrestling from way back when. Join us every Wednesday on YouTube for Recliner Wrestling Review. Episodes are available now only on YouTube. All right, so we are back in action. Let's go ahead and take a little time to get to know Mr. Adam Webster.
Well, hey.
Well, hey, there's the real Adam. Well, the real Adam Webster, please stand up. Oh, man. Adam, how are you doing today, man?
Good. I'm excellent, brother. How
Good.
are you?
Doing well. Having a good time. All glitches and all. We'll take it. It's part of what makes it fun being live. So, so Adam, for those of our watchers that don't know you, tell us a little bit about who you are and who you impersonate, I should say.
Right. So for like over 13 years now, I've been a John Lennon tribute artist, and I've played from anywhere to substituting in bands to doing my own shows. If you got a lot of Springfield viewers, you may recognize me from playing with Clinton Houseman and our duo called An Evening with John and George.
Oh, okay.
Clinton is in, like every major band in Springfield. And so,
right. Yeah.
So he's my connection up here.
How long did you guys play together?
Oh man, years. We still play together if we get the opportunity.
There you go. Clinton's right there in the comments.
Exactly.
And he says,
"Hey,
Adam is the man."
I owe a lot of my career to Clinton. That dude has seen me through everything.
That's awesome.
I record with him. I get to jam live with him, and I got to tell you, it's a real pleasure working with him. We've been friends since like junior high, if not earlier.
Oh wow!
So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
It's
Were you guys making music together back then?
So Clinton's been making music from the time he could stand up on his own.
Okay.
I watched Clinton for years and really admired what he was doing from his very first band with a couple of mutual friends moving forwards. And I went, I want that. I've got to do that someday.
Right.
And so fast forward to when I was maybe 12 or 13 years old, I saw my first Beatles tribute band and went, oh my gosh. The guy on the right-hand side that's a real smart aleck, I relate to that. I can do that. I know I can do that.
Right.
And so from there, it's been guitars and crazy outfits and learning the songs, and here we are.
That's awesome. But how cool, though? How really cool that somebody you grew up with is somebody that actually ended up inspiring you to play music together and stuff. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. So I got to back the train up a little bit, and I got to ask you right off the top, Adam, what is your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart?
So if you can get a brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart straight out of the toaster,
okay.
If it's not over toasted, that's Pop-Tart Nirvana right there. That's peak Pop-Tart performance.
Nice. Butter or no butter?
No, not for me.
Yeah.
I watched my dad put butter on
Did
stuff
you?
like frosting. And so I
Interesting.
can't do it.
We here on the show, we have just recently unearthed, if you will, the knowledge or the experimentation, if you will, of the whole butter concept on a Pop-Tart. It still feels new to me. So interesting. Very interesting. So you said that you play guitar, you obviously sing. Are there any other instruments that you play?
Harmonica, mainly for the Lennon thing. I'll just tell you guys up front, I never became a musician for the sake of being a musician. I became a musician to be a Beatle. So I don't read music.
Right.
But if John did it, then by golly, I'm going to do it. So
I see.
I can play Imagine on piano. I'm mainly rhythm guitar is my main instrument, but just a couple when need be.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So if you had a choice and were able to play another instrument besides that guitar and harmonica, is there anything else that you would like to add to your repertoire?
If
you could just like wave a wand and here you already know how to play it.
Yeah, I'd play a lot more piano.
Yeah.
Imagine was a ton of fun to learn. But that is the one and only one that I can do.
Yeah,
so
no, that's totally fair. Yeah.
Wave the magic wand, man. Piano would be.
Yeah. For sure. It's really cool to be able to sit down, like to go out to eat and you see a piano there, and you just sit there and yep. Yeah, I can't even. I play keyboards in a band. I can't even do that.
That's
So
a dead on piano impression. I love it.
Thank you.
I I can play that one.
Can you? Yeah. Christy says, random comment. The lemon Kit Kats are so good I can't stop eating them. Everyone needs to try. All right, there you go.
Solid.
And she also says, really surprised I haven't seen your work. Sounds like a lot of fun and kind of music that isn't easy at all. Yeah, the Beatles are a hard act to follow for sure, because they made such an impact. So let's see here. What was your first album that you bought with your own money, Adam?
Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon.
Ooh, very nice.
I got a Walmart gift card one year for Christmas, and I could not wait to go the next day to pick that up.
So you already knew before you got there what you were going to walk in and get. That's awesome. Very good. Do you have any pre-show or post-show rituals that are family friendly?
Depends on who I'm with.
Right.
Usually pre-show means I'm loading all of my stuff in, and post-show means I'm loading all of my stuff out. Is about as adventurous as that.
That's fair.
No,
so you don't have to put on your right shoe first, or you don't have to eat a perfectly toasted brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart before you go on, or nothing crazy like that?
No, usually it's hot water straight out of my coffee pot and warm up to anything but Beatles.
Nice. Interesting. All right. That's fair. That's fair. So what was the name of the first band that you were in?
Well, so the first band I was in, I'm from Branson. I live in Branson. And so to be able to get my foot in the door, I had to do country music. That's the only way I was going to get in, right?
Gotcha.
For starters.
Right. Absolutely.
The first band I was in was with my roommate, Andy. We lived in a double wide trailer and rehearsed together and formed the Red Dirt Thrillbillies.
Dude, I dig it. Is there a video or do you have any recordings or anything of this?
I'm not going to talk about it.
Oh, come on, man. That sounds amazing.
No, I'll send you a couple of photos.
Okay.
I definitely found, I had some friends in a show that gave me a couple of paisley shirts that I ripped the sleeves out of to be able to wear in my own shows. Man, to this day, I could puke when I hear Red Solo Cup, but that paid the electric bill.
Right.
We played the King of the Hill theme song straight into Red Solo Cup.
Wow.
And people would go nuts.
Yeah, so, I would go nuts for that, for sure.
Yeah. So that was the first band I was in.
Very cool. Yeah. Stephanie says, I've never heard of putting butter on a Pop-Tart until you mentioned it on the show. Yeah. Dirk Allman is the one that started this whole butter thing. Julia says, invite Adam back for a Pink Floyd show. Yes, we should definitely have to do that.
That'd be all about
Dark Side of the Moon is one of my favorite albums, CJ says. Yes, it's a great one for sure. Okay, so let me ask you this, Adam. If you had to describe yourself in 3 musicians, and you can't say John Lennon, who would you describe yourself as?
Man, that's the first time anyone's ever asked me. That's a really great question for sure.
Thank you.
Boy, that's hard. I would say
these could be people that have influenced you, or people that you were like, man, if I could have written their songs, or however you want to take that.
Okay. The first one for sure is going to be Joe Bonzel of the Oak Ridge Boys.
Oh,
as
wow.
Weird as that sounds.
Yeah.
I've seen the Oak Ridge Boys a countless number of times. When I was in junior high, I job shadowed them for a project at school. They had an unbelievable influence on the type of music I listened to. And Joe was such a high energy guy. He's one for sure.
Yeah. They have great harmonies, by the way.
They do.
Yeah.
They really do. I'll go with Ace Frehley for the second one.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the flash and the character being able to stay behind a character, obviously doing what I do.
Exactly.
Just good enough a guitar to be impressive. So
that's it. Spot on. Yes, that's exactly
Ace
right.
Frehley would be my second one.
I think that kind of defines the entire band.
Right.
Just good enough.
Just enough to serve the purpose.
That's right. It's accurate. All right. And third?
You're right. Neil sent me a note that says Queen. I am no Freddie Mercury. I will be first in line. There'll never be another Freddie.
No, of course not.
He is my favorite vocalist.
Yeah.
I hate saying that to a Beatles crowd, and I'm sorry, but man, just unreal.
I honestly, I'd rather hear you say Freddie Mercury than Beyonce or something like Katy Perry or that I'll buy that any day of the week. Good stuff. So finally, and I'll come back to Neil and ask the same question. So as we wrap this up, Adam, what would you be if you followed your childhood dream?
This.
Yeah.
From the time I was a pup, I wanted to be in a Beatles tribute band so bad. I've never seen anything else as an option. This was it, man.
Wow.
This is all I've ever wanted to be and do. And so I'm really happy to be.
Yeah,
doing
that's amazing to be able to actually live out your dream, man. Congrats on that. That's great.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very good. So we've got a little video queued up. This is some different stuff from your promo video that we've kind of put together. So again, if you haven't checked out any of Adam's work as John Lennon, be sure to do so. And at the end of the show, we'll tell everybody where they can go and find tickets and stuff, because you guys started at the show in when, like, just under 2 weeks. Is that right?
Yeah. April 3rd.
April 3rd.
Yeah.
All right. So here's a little bit of that, and be sure to check it out, man. It's good stuff.
Shake it, baby. Twist and shout. Twist and shout. Come on, baby. Now. Come on, baby. Come on and work it on out. Work it on out, baby. Work it on out. Work it on out. You know you look so good. Look so good.
Believe it or not, I can still fit into those same sideburns.
Just like I knew you would. Like I knew you would. When you all shine.
Yeah, I like the different eras. That's really cool.
Dude, I changed clothes like 15 times this day that we shot all of this. There's so much material to cover.
Yes. That's a nice big stage, too.
It is. This was actually filmed in Branson at the Welk Theater.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it should be mentioned that my brother Clinton Houseman recorded all of the audio for that as well. Ta-da! But yeah, Clinton did all of the audio tracks for that and was able to put all of that together in one continuous flow for me.
Nice. Very good. So, and you are playing at the Americana Theater, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Very cool. And I guess they can go to... I know that British Invasion, the show, has a Facebook page. Can they get tickets there, or where's the best place for people to get tickets if they want to check it out?
Yeah, feel free to like the page British Invasion on Facebook. We have a link there. If you go to www.americanatheaterbranson.com, you can get tickets to any show at that theater that you like, because there's an awesome 80s show. There's a rock and roll royalty show. There's CJ's classic country show, you name it. And there is something constantly happening at that theater, no matter what you're into. So, but yeah, feel free to click on British Invasion. We're Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 5 p.m. From now through December. So anytime you're in our neck of the woods, come check us out.
Very cool. Very cool. Joshua, hold tight real quick. I'm going to fix something here.
He's fixing something over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Now then, so before we carry on with our next game, I want to circle back over here to Neil. Neil, I didn't get a chance to ask you, but what would you be if you would have followed your childhood dream?
I was sporty and always wanted to be a football or soccer player. So I would have. I played soccer all the time, every day. Always dreamed of playing in the big leagues, and I got to play in good teams and everything, but never quite made it up there. So
I assume you played like in school and stuff, and then did you play any after school?
Absolutely. Since I was 8, I played in a team, and I still play in Springfield, actually, up at Lake Country, even to this day.
Oh wow!
So, yeah, I never stopped playing. Love the game. So yeah, I would love to have been a soccer player if it could have all
nice.
worked.
And you mentioned earlier too that you played tennis as well, right?
I do. Yeah, coach tennis and play it. Love it. Absolutely. Again, most sports I really enjoy, but those are my two favorites. Yep, tennis.
That's awesome.
Tennis and soccer. Yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, and it's great you guys have got really good facilities, especially tennis and everything.
We really are lucky here in Springfield. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, we've got some great places.
And more coming as well. I understand there's a place on the west side of town that's opening up. And
oh, really?
Yep.
Wow.
New complex.
Very cool. I'll have to check that out. Mike says more gold and platinum albums than any American band. Kiss rules. Suck it.
They're just good enough to get those gold.
That's right. Yep. Julia says Freddie is my superhero. And Julia also says the outfits are spot on that, Adam. So good stuff. Is that something, by the way, that you come up with, or does the theater help with the costuming and all that?
So I'll be honest with you, man. When I got started, I was trying to get into a Beatles tribute band, and they said, "Good luck. Find the outfits," and you can do. So there are a couple I was able to purchase, but that Sgt. Pepper's outfit, the army jacket, and that sort of thing came from my mom. I walked up to her with the Sgt. Pepper's album in hand, and I said, "Mom, I need one of these.
I need this."
And she laughed, and I said, "No, I'm serious."
Right, and it needs to look right.
Right, but honestly, man, that's a lot of the credit goes to her for that, because man, you're right. We spent hours looking at every photo known to man, trying to get everything just right with those. So thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've done a few tribute bands and stuff myself, one of which was Guns N' Roses. And so I can definitely relate when you said 15 changes in a night. Like I've done all of that and then some. Like I was doing even between songs, like during the extended solos and stuff, I would change in the middle of a song even. So it takes a lot of extra work that people don't even understand. So from somebody that does understand, I definitely want to say I appreciate the work that goes into it, because it's a lot. Yeah. It'll keep you moving, man. All right. So let's go ahead and play another game here while we're gathered around the campfire.
Yeah.
Tic-tac. No. All right. So Julia says, "Mom for the win." Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
so
for real.
Exactly. So all right. So gentlemen, I'm going to ask the another hard-hitting question here. Do you guys know how to play tic-tac-toe? Do they play that in England, Neil?
Noughts and crosses.
Noughts and crosses.
I
yes,
knew
I
it would
actually,
be a different.
Yeah. Now, why is it noughts and crosses and not tic-tac-toe?
I don't
Joshua
know.
asks.
Why? Because it's noughts, which is 0, and crosses, which are sideways X's. I don't know.
Somewhere I'm sitting here hitting the sound effects button, and I don't have it plugged in now after the password shenanigans. So this is going to be kind of like playing tic-tac-toe, except for knots.
Yeah, baby.
So we're gonna obviously we have some different bands here in the tic-tac-toe board. Behind this band that you choose is going to be a song, and you're going to have to finish the next line of the song in order to gain that spot. If you get the wrong answer, though, your opponent will take that spot on the board. So don't forget, at the end of the day, we are playing tic-tac-toe, so you've got to get 3 in a row. And it looks like I've got Adam starting this game. So Adam, no pressure. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with Elton John for a little
Ooh,
fun. Right?
Elton John. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what Sir Elton has. Oh, your song. All right. So the lyrics that we need you to finish are, "I don't have much money, but boy, if I did,
I'd buy a big house where we both could live."
All right. Let's see if you are correct. Boom.
Oh, good job.
Oh, I have it muted. That would help. There we go. Yeah, there's a little ding. There we go. Correct. Right answer. Let me update this little old board here. And
Saw Elton John in concert.
Did you?
I did. Yeah.
I had the privilege of seeing him on the farewell tour.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I saw him on "I'm Broke and I Need Some Money" tour, and it was just him and the piano. No band.
I'm familiar.
Yeah. This was after, his accountant had like told him, "Hey, dude, you spent so much money and you owe so much taxes." And
Right.
so it was really stripped down, but it was awesome because he played like 2 straight hours of music, just him and a piano. It was amazing.
Yeah, he's pretty incredible to see for sure.
First time I had heard the song "Empty Garden." You know that song?
Yes.
Oh,
Well, yes. I think I'm legally required to know that.
you are. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
All right. So, Neil, it is your turn over here.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. All right. So, where do you want to go here on the board?
I'm
Neil?
going to go Queen.
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 All right. Queen it is. The song is called "Crazy Little Thing Called Love." All right. And it shakes all over like a...
Oh, gosh. It shakes.
Everybody in the room is going like this.
A 4-leaf clover.
All right. A 4-leaf clover. Adam, is he right?
I would go with jellyfish.
Oh, jellyfish. All right. Oh, I see what you did there. All right. And the answer is jellyfish.
Jellyfish,
Good
yeah.
stuff. All right. So let me update the board here.
Shakes all over like a 4-leaf clover. I can see you going for the rhyme.
Right?
All right. And yeah, baby. All right. So let's see here. It's back over to Neil. Or no.
Adam.
I don't know why I keep doing that. I keep looking right at Adam and saying Neil.
Right. Let's try the Beatles one.
The Beatles. All right.
Oh,
Twister
come
shout.
on.
Come
Could have
on,
found
man.
a harder
Come on.
one.
What am I doing?
I should have done that.
Could have gone for like I Am the Walrus that has some really weird, obscure lyrics.
Right? Yeah. Julia says the Bay City Rollers could be on a Scottish show. Absolutely. SATURDAY. Hey.
Hi.
Yeah, good stuff. You twist so fine.
Come on and twist a little closer now.
All right. Boom. Man, if you hadn't have got that right, you wouldn't have been. We would have had to lock
Technically,
you in here.
that's
You would have
true.
been unsafe.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Technically,
sure.
the next lyrics are "You twist so fine," because there's the descant there.
It's true. There were
It
two
is.
options.
Well,
I just
yep.
picked the lucky one.
Yeah, you picked the correct one.
Yes.
You picked
This
the
is
one
like
that he
the
chose.
this is like the American and the English answers. Like I had the correct answer. You had the obvious
I had
choice.
the technical.
Right? Yeah.
I had
Exactly.
the technical answer is what I had.
Okay. See if I can get this over here.
Can you get it over there?
Well, I think I did.
Are you putting that cross in there?
Yeah, baby. All right.
All right.
Neil,
Okay.
back over to you. Oh boy.
It looks like oh. Get me in trouble here.
You're not happy with that one, are you?
It looks like oh.
Herman and the Hurt. Looks like you're gonna lose on this one.
Good job, Deborah and Stephanie. Okay, so Herman's Hermits. It is easy for
Is
me
that
to
what you're
say.
going with? Because I
Yeah.
Okay.
Could be that. I'll go with that one.
Love this
I'm
one.
in a radiate. I am.
I am.
Okay, let's see the lyrics here. Second verse.
Oh, this will be easy.
I almost said it. I had to stop myself.
I have no idea.
Second verse.
Like the first.
Adam, is he right?
I mean, give it to him.
I think it's
Yeah,
pretty
give it
close.
to him. Same as the first.
Same as the first.
And they're British. You really don't understand what they're saying anyway.
Yes, Kim Hart, good job. Same as the first. All right. There we go. Let me so that was a successful block. Good job, Neil.
Right.
Boom. You're in trouble now. And
I'm in a radiate. I am.
Pressure pushing down on me. All right. So then let's see here. Adam.
Yeah.
Let's see where you want to go. Oh, you can't see the board. There you go.
I'm not so great with the Who, but we'll give it a shot and
All
see what
right.
happens.
Okay, let's see what song we've got by The Who. My Generation. Okay. People try to put us down.
Just because we get around.
Oh. Well,
Hey, you
there.
did it.
well done.
I had to know that one. That's in the show, the British Invasion
Really?
show. So I think
yeah.
I would have been in trouble had I missed
Yes,
that.
I would agree. Yes. So just because Adam was a winner, congratulations, by the way.
Well,
but
thank you.
we have a bit of a tradition here on the show that
Is it completely done?
yeah, we're not
okay. We
completely
did the
done.
cross.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Okay.
He did get a diagonal.
Okay.
So let's. Yeah, baby. There's your diagonal. So there you can see that. Well, I did that backwards for the people. There you go. There's your winning score. So we're gonna try to go ahead and finish out the board, just for giggles.
Sure.
So Neil, let's let you pick another spot here.
Let's do the Kinks.
The Kinks. Dig it. Deborah was close with talking about my generation. Just because we get around. Yeah, good job. All right. You Really Got Me is the name of the song. And the lyric is, see, don't ever set me free. I have to make myself not sing these, and sometimes it's awfully hard.
No, I have no idea on this one.
All right. Adam, any ideas?
I only want to be by your side.
I always want to be by your side.
Oh, close.
Good thing we're not playing for points.
Right.
Let's see here. Let me cover this one up. And yeah, baby. There we go. So, Adam, we've got Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, and David Bowie left.
Give me Bowie.
Oh, okay. I like it. Our David Bowie song is Liza Jane.
Oh, man, I don't know this one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Bit of trouble here.
Yes.
So let's see here. The lyric that you need to finish is, yeah, I got a girl who loves me true.
Man.
I think I'm coming down with the flu.
Right?
That's what I would have said.
You know, I should know this, and sadly, I don't.
Does anybody at your show do this song?
No.
Well, then you're safe.
It's true. We do the Kinks, the Who, Queen, a lot of the others on this board, but no, Bowie is not this season. That may change next season.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
very cool.
Yeah. I have nothing for the next set of lyrics for this. I can't believe I'm saying it, but yeah, I'm completely stumped.
Fair,
Neil?
Joshua.
I told you my guess.
We're peeking at the producer.
That's not an option on this game.
Okay, fair enough.
End of life on this song.
Fair
I don't
enough.
know.
Stephanie says, "Sing them, Jared." Yeah, let's wait on that.
I'm not even familiar with the tune on this one.
Deborah says, "Well, I'm gonna fail with Bowie." Yep. Kim Garmery says, "Oh, little Liza" is her guess. All right, let's see if she's right. Now she ain't more than 5'2". Yeah.
I gotta YouTube that.
Here we go.
Yeah.
All right.
So, did you not have any hits that you could find?
What?
Little Liza. I mean, who knows that song? There's Let's Dance.
Well, no, but that came out in the 60s, so that's why it's on there. Let's Dance was 80s.
The early years.
But Queen was not a 60s band.
Yeah, baby. Well,
they weren't.
Where's that mute button?
There's some Life on Mars. You could have gone with any of the Ziggy Stardust stuff. Come on, man.
I like how he waits till we're live on the show to bury me. All right, let's try another one here. Neil, are you going to pick Rolling Stones or Led Zeppelin?
Let's do the Stones.
All right. Satisfaction.
Oh, an obscure one.
Yeah.
When I'm watching my TV.
I know the chorus.
All right, let's hear it. And a one, and a two.
Get no
satisfaction.
Yeah.
I
can get no.
When I'm watching my TV.
I'll give you a hint. This is the part where he's yelling, basically.
Boy, that narrows it down.
When I'm watching my TV.
Oh, good. No.
Don't give me 5 cups, whatever you do.
See, I don't know a whole lot of Stones because I always change the station when they come
tells
on.
me how white my shirts could be.
Oh, there you go.
Can't be a man because he doesn't smoke the same cigarettes as me.
There you go. Boom.
Good job.
Yeah.
I need to brush up on my Rolling Stones.
Nah, you don't. You don't need to get into that.
Oh, come on now.
Not a Stones fan.
Deborah says everybody knows the chorus. Yeah, exactly. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good job. I did it again, Adam. Good job. All right, and looks like we've got one more spot here. Let me see if I can find this. Come on. Uh-oh.
Oops.
Oh boy. There we go. And cue our Austin Powers clip. Yeah, baby. All right, so let's see here. I guess we're going to Led Zeppelin, huh, Adam?
Yes.
All right. Good times, bad times. It only took a couple of days.
Clinton would know this faster than anybody, and sadly, I do love this song, but you got me again with this one.
So, Clinton, if you're still there in the comments, feel free to give us the answer.
Throw the answer out, man. Yeah, I'm stumped.
Okay,
man.
Neil, any idea?
No, not on this one, mate.
Okay.
Can anybody truly understand Robert Plant? I mean,
only when he's like catcalling. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Ask and you shall receive. Clinton says it only took a couple days before she was rid of me. Is he correct?
Always.
Till she was rid of me. There you go. All right. Well, that's how we play tic-tac-no. Let me advance us here, Joshua, so we can get back on track.
Okay.
There we go. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take one final break before we play our last game here. So if you need to, as Joshua says, a pee and a puff, now's the time. We'll be back in just a minute. So stick around. Check out those Dirty Saints live at the Riff Saturday, March 27th. Tickets are $8 and tables can be reserved for $10. Doors open at 9 and the show starts at 9:30. The Dirty Saints.
Hello.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So we had to do some trading of iPads, and I wasn't able to get to it quick enough. All right. So, gentlemen, we have got one more game queued up for us before we call it a day. Let's see here. Deborah says, I listened to Led Zeppelin religiously in high school for years. John Paul Jones is a fantastic musician who gets overlooked.
Yep, he was actually probably the best. Him and Bonham, I think, were probably the best in the band.
Yeah. Yep, for sure.
Jimmy Page was sloppy.
Oh, what's that?
Jimmy Page was a very sloppy guitar.
Yes, he was. But it was, at that time, a very signature sound to be that sloppy. So,
yeah, well,
you know.
They always excuse it by saying it's feel. He's got feel. No,
right.
Sloppy.
Fair enough. All right.
All right.
So we've done so well with these songs going forward. Let's see what we've got for our next game. Guess the song in reverse. I love everybody's first reaction to this. They're like, oh, God.
Yeah.
I was struggling going forwards.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you're either really going to hit on it quickly or it's going to just totally screw you.
All right. So it looks like we've got Neil starting us on this final game. So, Neil, how are you feeling about this? You feeling pretty?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right.
Yep.
Yep, he's ready. And so we need the name of the song and the artist. The tone of the voice stays the same backwards, by the way.
Yes. Oddly enough, the guitar is the same. Too.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Any guesses, Neil?
You know this one, don't you, as well? I'm not hearing it. No, that's a tough one for me.
All right. Let's see here. Adam, do you happen to know what it is?
Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely daughter. From Herman and the Hermits.
There you go. Man, Neil got hung up on Herman and the Hermits twice. There you go. That's correct. All right. Adam, let's see how you do with all the pressure on you.
Oh, great. Man, I'll be upset at myself after you play this the other way again. But
Okay.
I don't even have a guess.
No guess, huh? Neil?
Nope.
Not hitting anything on you, huh?
No.
Doo-doo. 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 You're gonna kick yourself in the booty when you find out who sang this toonie. All right, it's Dusty Springfield wishing and hoping. Oh no! All right, now accepting applications.
Right. I should know that we have a fantastic Dusty Springfield tribute in the show who's doing an excellent job with that song. And I will hear about that at tomorrow's rehearsal, I promise.
She just needs to sing it backwards to you.
Right, exactly. Say you're doing it great, but you're not doing it well enough. You got to do it backwards. So yeah, very, very well done. Julia got the previous one, by the way, with Miss Brown. You got a lovely daughter. Good stuff. All right.
Neil?
Yes,
I'm
Neil.
ready.
Yep. It's so funny. Was that Jimmy? Was that Robert Plant?
It was.
Singing too low to be Robert Plant.
Uh-oh. You're in trouble now. Debbie Webster says, Adam better know this.
Right? She's a big Herman's Hermits fan.
There you go.
So a big Peter Newton fan.
There you go. All right. So, Neil, what do we have there?
It's I kind of what it. I want to say I know the song. I think I know the rhythm of it.
You do.
It's a Wild Thing. Yeah.
Hey, there you go. Do you know who sings it?
The Trogs.
All right.
Hey.
Boom.
Yeah,
buddy. Woo.
Good.
Good stuff indeed. All right. Let's let Adam try another one here. Good job, Christy. And Kim. Jordan. Isn't that funny?
I'm going to go way out on a limb and say She Loves You from the Beatles.
All right. Let's see here.
Man, how did he get that?
How?
The Beatles. She
You
loves
know,
you.
yeah, backwards is yeah. Yeah.
All right. Do we have another one? We do. One more. All right. Here we go, Neil. And the answer is?
Not sure on that one.
Okay.
Not sure on that one.
Well, I'll give you a hint.
Yes.
Think Led Zeppelin, but not.
Oh, because I was gonna guess David Bowie, but
if I would not lean that direction if I were you.
Then I won't.
Was it the band that they stole Stairway to Heaven from?
No.
Yeah. No, I'm completely at a loss.
All right.
Yardbirds? Is it the Yardbirds?
Hey, there we go. What song might it be? We do have a right answer in the comments. I'll say that. Everybody's looking at the comments. Nothing? All right, let's see what the answer is. For your love. The Yardbirds. Good job. Let's see here. Julia Leigh Cobb with the correct answer. Good stuff. Deborah, nope, not Cream. Good guess. Kim, yes, it is the Yardbirds. Good stuff, guys. All right. Well. Looks like we are out of time. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap some stuff up here. There you go. I'll take it. So don't forget, guys, that we're doing a live show Sunday, April 11th at 5 o'clock here at the Riff. So there's going to be a live show of what you see here, amped up. We're going to have an all-star lineup of guests that are going to be joining us for all new games, all new segments, and fun stuff. So if you would like to attend, we would encourage you to do so. We're going to announce ticket sales and all that kind of stuff, I believe, this week. So if you're interested, please do get a hold of us and let us know. And like I said, I'll make an announcement this week on Facebook as far as tickets and all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that. We're going to afterwards have an 80s dance party with DJ P. He's going to be doing a little DJing here for us. So I'm looking forward to that. Now then, also don't forget to check out our website. Go to www.audioroast.com where you can find merch, playlists, links to our sponsors and YouTube page, all of our audio episodes, and different ways that you can support us. So do check it out. Now then, as we wrap things up, Neil, thank you so much for being here again. If people want to check out Lennon Calling and they haven't yet, tell us where all people can find you.
Yes, we have a Facebook page and website and everything, so you find us there. But we're in Battlefield Mall in the food court there. You can get fish and chips and our pasties and shepherd's pies and everything there. And then we have a place at South National and Republic Road inside Price Cutter, where you can buy our food frozen to take and bake.
Which is really, really good. You can... I usually buy them like, what is it, 5 at a time? Is that right? What you bundle them in?
Yep. You box of 6. You buy 5, 5 and you get 1 free.
There you go. Yeah.
Yep. Good man. And then we have a mobile truck that goes around town, and you'll find that every Saturday at the farmers market at the Ozarks, and then all over. I'll go to Lebanon on Thursday, and all over the place through the week. Put a schedule up on our Facebook.
And I would imagine with spring and summer coming, you're doing a lot more in the food truck and stuff, huh?
And this year, being that we're the numbers are going down in terms of COVID, I think more events will be happening this year as we slowly get towards the end of next year.
Yeah,
at the end of the year, this year. Sorry, we'll start to get more events coming up as well, which would be great. So
yes, absolutely so. Absolutely so. Neil, I cannot say thank you enough for being on the show. Like I said, I've been a big fan for a long time, so I'm glad to finally get to meet you in person and have some fun with you. So
thank you so much.
You bet. All right, and Adam, we can find you doing your John Lennon impersonation at Branson's British Invasion show. So tell us a little bit more about that and where people can find tickets if they want to come see you.
Yeah, if you liked it, basically any of the bands that we've mentioned, we have tributes to John Lennon, Elton John, Mick Jagger, and Dusty Springfield. We also do the music of Queen, the Kinks, the Who. There's too many of them to mention. It's a fantastic 2-hour show, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. starting at 5. You can get tickets either through the website at www.americanatheaterbranson.com, or you can call the box office at 417-544-8700 and reserve tickets for any of the shows that you'd like to see. So I'd love to meet you guys in person. Come out and say hey.
That's awesome. Very cool. And then do you do anything else musically besides this right now, or whenever you're doing your shows, is that kind of your main focus? And that's
Really, we have a pretty full schedule in Branson. We do take a break. I want to say it's in August, but we're using that to tour. So in case you guys are listening from somewhere from too far away, I know we have a date coming up in Ponca City, Oklahoma. So we're not afraid to travel. If you'd like to have British Invasion come to your neighborhood, give us a shout.
For sure. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, we do have a lot of people from the Springfield area, but our reach is actually international. So anytime that you guys are playing and traveling around the United States, again, like he said, just check it out on their Facebook page or the website. So good stuff. Adam and Neil, thank you, gentlemen, so much for your time. Before I wrap up, I've got, let's see here. I lost it. Julia asks Neil, will the food truck be at Central Missouri Renfest?
Absolutely. 100%.
Nice.
Love that event. One of my favorite ones. We will be there.
Very good. Very good. Stephanie says, can't wait for the live show, and I'm already recruiting people to come. Love that very much. Elke and Kim both say great show, and good show from Deborah as well. So thank you guys so much. And that's we're going to wrap things up here. It is time now for our final thoughts. My final thoughts. Well, I put exactly 0 thought into my final thoughts, which says a lot. So I'll just say this. Times are hard for everybody right now. So may your cup of coffee and your love of music be strong, but your sense of humor be even stronger. We'll see you next week right here at 5 o'clock. Thanks.